The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with HD Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I am your host, Blackjack, and joining me is my co-host, Simon Foxy, as we are here for the beginning of the finals week, ladies and gentlemen. Day 5 for Division 2 is underway. We've had a little bit of a scheduling change, meaning it's going to be Division 2 for today and tomorrow, and it should be very exciting indeed. The first matchup today is Zeus Sabres versus Kira Esports, and as I take a look at the Division 2 standings, Kira Esports, curiously enough, in their 4 games across the first 2 weeks, have been undefeated. So today is, of course, a little bit of a test for them as to whether or not they'll be able to continue that undefeated run. As I pass the question over to Foxy, how do you do tonight? And do you think Kira Esports will be continuing their run of undefeatedness?
No, well, that is definitely going to be something that we'll have to watch out for, and Zeus Sabres will have to look out for it. Zeus Sabres, on the other hand, they've had quite the run coming back to week 2. Definitely, they've had a little bit more of, I would say, more room to work around, not much space that you can actually get a little too comfortable, because the moment you do that, just as I like to say, a competitive team does not have an off switch. So we'll be seeing the side of Zeus Sabres stand on the 5th spot. Mind you, that's 1 spot away from from getting relegated. The 6th, 7th, and 8th spot right now is being held by newcomers Team Wahan, the Peacemakers, and it's been quite the difference, obviously, because Division 2 happens to be that little would say the bridge point where you happen to meet Division 3 players and Division 1 players as well. So that being said, it's definitely something that happens to be the hottest division, as I like to call it, because you take a look at the standing. In fact, right now, and in case of anybody who does not know what we're talking about, you can just straight up head on to the social media of the Esports Club. You can find that on Instagram and Facebook. The post went live right this morning, so I don't think navigating through those pictures should be a problem. Coming back to the standings, as I assume you guys must have them opened, we'll be seeing Kira Esports stand undefeated, like you said, followed by Vector Sports. That is, they have had one loss, that is, mind you, against U Sabers themselves, and that match was offline. But I know for a fact that this was on Coastline. So Coastline was indeed the map where U Sabers happened to win over Vector Sports. That's one loss that Vector Sports has for themselves. V5 is following up right next. That is on the third spot. Fourth will be taken by Phoenix, and U Sabers, like I said, on the fifth. Now let's take a look at the way these teams are. They're organized on Division 2. There's a reason why this is the hottest division. The teams that got relegated from Division 1, that is Kira Esports, Vector, V5, and Phoenix, they happen to take the top 4 spots. Straight up, top 4 spots from the Division 1 relegations, in fact. The bottom 3 spots are being taken by the promotions being coming up from the side of Division 3. That is newcomers, Team Maha, and the Peacemakers. Obviously, it was, I believe, newcomers who were in Division 2 the other day as well. They did not get that. Did not get a promotion. They were there since only the top 3 teams get the promotion and the bottom 3 get relegation. So they're in that little bridge in between. The team that is caught in between right now is U Sabers. Excuse me. They've got to be very, very careful in terms of how this match goes down, because this is indeed the finale week, and not much comfort that you can fall back to. All right, it's okay. Let's just brush this loss off ourselves, and let's just get back next week. There's no next week, because there won't be. This is the end, the finale of this season. In fact, obviously there are 2 more seasons coming up. Don't worry, guys. We're not stopping the non-stop Rainbow Six Siege action for us. But then again, it is essentially coming down to this fact that U Sabers will have so much at stake. But they are definitely starting off on a high note with this match, because Coastline is a map that has turned out to be in their favor. But it only stands to see if Kira Esports will be the ones to put a full stop to them trying to make this push happen, or will we see Kira Esports still stay undefeated? We'll find that out in just a moment, guys, as we're getting some player disconnection issues from the side of Kira Esports. Meanwhile, as we figure that out, Blackjack, how do you think as we proceed towards the finale of a finale week, in fact, that is, we have stepped into, of this season, how do you think this is going to go down?
Well, for one, Foxy, I can tell you for the fact that this match is definitely going to be very exciting. Although for some odd reason, I can't quite see overtime being hit. I'm not saying it's not going to be a close game. We're probably going to have a 5-5 on round 11. But after that fact, I can't quite see overtime from either of these teams. I'm betting on either one team taking it all the way to a 7-5 at most. And if I'm wrong, well, I'm wrong. I'll probably figure something out once everything gets back to normal. And the rest of the games that we have up today are also pretty exciting. We've got newcomers versus the Peacemakers coming up next after that. And curiously enough, TPM are actually playing 2 games back-to-back on stream. The third game of today is going to be Phoenix versus the Peacemakers. And then finishing things off is a very exciting game as well, Vector Sports versus Virtual 5 Esports. So that's another game that all of our viewers would surely want to stick around for, as all 4 games in Division 2 and all the games in Division 2 that we've had so far have been very exciting indeed. Very few games have had like massive round differential victories, like 7-1s or 7-2s in this division, because as we have mentioned before, this is the bloodbath division. This is where teams from Divisions 1, 2, and 3 meet into like a giant melting pot of skill and intelligence, and it is absolutely amazing to see these teams go head-to-head against each other to find their spot and continue to thrive in the WD Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. As for, of course, the finals week in general, it's one of those times, it's a very weird time for me personally, because it means the end of a season and one more season over and done with, ever since I began my time here at Season 1. And and now that we're at the end of season 3, of course, it's not done yet. We are barely at the beginning of the finals week. Season 3 has been absolutely fantastic. And every season for me has just been more and more and more better as I get more and more comfortable with casting Siege at this level. I didn't used to do this at this level this consistently, but now I am quite happy to say that this has been an amazing journey alongside you, of course, to get to where we are today. And seasons 4 and 5 are going to be very, very exciting for all of our players, for both of us, our admins, and of course, everybody watching this this league. Excuse me, I just stumbled over my words there. But again, just waiting on Akira Esports to have all of their players in the lobby, and it should be very soon. Server issues, we all know about them. We all have, we all have had these problems every now and again. I believe, before the match was, before we were hosting the lobby, we had a bit of an issue with the C server itself. The ping was a bit too high. But, oh, there we go. That is Avim, who is into the lobby from the side of Kira Esports. And, okay, Z-Sabers have given us the ready signal. We're just waiting on Kira Esports. Nope, Aterp says that they are still not ready. A little bit of a hold up at this point, but come on. We have got to get started with this. Our viewers are waiting. We are waiting and anxious for this match to see all of the beautiful plays that both these teams will be coming up with on a map like Coastline, where Heartbreach isn't really a particular, asset to be worried about. But with that being said, we're going to be moving into the match. CUC versus Akira Esports is live, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here on the map of Coastline between both of these amazing teams on the ban phase. Foxy, what do you think that we're going to see in this ban phase right here?
Oh, well, I think maybe a Blackbeard comes out as well, as we've seen Amira getting banned on Coastline quite a lot. And a Hibana ban first up. I mean, I should just expect this at this point from Kira Esports. We know for a fact that this strategies involve heavy emphasis in terms of how a Hibana is not supposed to be used. The hatch reinforcing, and then their blue bar and sunrise roll, very infamous in fact. I'm betting like $100 right now that Kira Esports is going to sunrise and blue bar first defensive round. That being said, one of my predictions does come true. Blackbeard will be taking the fall, in fact, from the side of Zeus Sabers, and so will Valkyrie. Alright, both the Navy SEAL operators won't be in the play. That means that is interesting. That means lesser information for the defense to work around, and obviously one rifle shield less, and we'll be seeing the Maestro take the fall. As I just have to remind that Echo is perma-banned, so that
yes.
Echo will not be used in this entirety of the match. That is, the Echo is the 5th ban as well. Nobody is allowed to play Echo because of the new glitch going around, and until Ubisoft fixes that, we will not be using Echo. Hookah launch and billiards? No, come on, I'm gonna lose my $100 too. No. I'm not doing that. Come on, Kira. Come on, guys. That's such a... Yeah, I got debated, but let's take a quick look at the rosters. Lancer, Invalid, Sleek Ninja, Raven, and Etaban on the side of Zeus Sabers, while we have Daft, Catch, Deathamar, and Avim on the side of Kira Esports. The boys have had it amazing so far, in fact, in and out of the league as well. So let's see how this is going to turn out for them. Hookah and Billiards room first defensive round for them. And like I was saying, they do have that strategy where, you happen to reinforce the hatch on Aquarium, and the only straight, I would say, counter to that strategy is just some jokes in the all chat. The only straight counter to that strategy is the fact that you can be using the Hibana. So yeah, that being said, we'll be proceeding on to the first run up and running here. No, we're just stuck in that little loading screen. I'm not sure what's up. There we go. It looks like not all of our players have a WD Black, and I won't really blame them. I mean, not everybody can be the MVP all at once, but you still got 2 more seasons, guys, and everybody right now who has not gotten a chance to play or want to find yourselves, take a pro shot at the scene, definitely go into the bio, look out for the link for Season 4 registrations, and get your team registered. In case you don't have a team and want to find one, you can definitely use the looking for team channel, the Discord of the Esports Club. find yourselves other similar-minded players who are looking for teams themselves. Tap will be trying to find a drone, and yes, he will. Nice best throw, in fact. He might as well get another free one, but he's just gonna relocate this one, at least for now. He's gonna make sure that whatever he has, the advantage stays up. But Veem comes up with an early spawn peek. He's not gonna find anybody. Just gets spotted out, though. He's got to be very careful about this, and he will be. He's gonna fall back, at least as of now. Not going to convert here. I get it. Avim, a man has... in fact, he's had some amazing run this time around. Let's see if we will be coming up with something in store for him if he happens to pull out a play. Let's see that. Is that... Wait a minute. I want to have a look at that. What is the Maverick doing outside there? Is he... Yeah, he was running, I believe. He's finally going to wrap a little on ACOG being used. I personally don't like using the ACOG on the Mavericks gun. You know, it's just because... I don't know, the feel that it gives, you know. It's all about the feel at the end of the day, right? Kidding. ACOG definitely an advantage that he could take up, but no, the advantage will be taken by a beam. He picks up a frag, and that's one frag down, and he's got the diffuser right in his lines of sight. The answer goes down, in fact. That is the hunter that gets hunted, in fact. A very important frag coming in from Sleek Ninja is going to go onto his drone, but Death Hammer is here waiting for him. He's moved back to 90 hallway. I don't think he's going to find anybody, not at least as of now. Avim is very confident about how he intends to hold this, and Amar comes up with a beautiful frag, and that is at off the board. The poor drone work being done by the Nomad. We did see him take that responsibility, but Amar finds another frag. The Barret is going to shut down Avim. That's obviously near the diffuser because the man was guarding it. The IQ is going to be the one to pick up that frag. Invalid though, guys. The top 5 MVPs in this Division 2 that we've got for Week 2, in fact. And quite interestingly, Invalid happens to be on the 5th spot for the top 5 MVPs, and Avim happens to be on the 4th spot for Week 2. Death Hammer was on the 2nd spot for Week 1, but nice shot. As I speak about it, both the MVPs from the side of Kira Esports will be taken off, but look at this angle play from the side of the smoke. Catched is going to catch Invalid off guard, and that is another death that Zeus Sabers is looking towards to. 40 seconds left, and it's all down to Raven. Easy Raven, the boy has to do it all. Sophia, everybody's going to be on full HP. Every single person that's alive. And look at that. The shield placement, though, is being changed up from Catch as he's trying to establish a little bit of extra advantage. I don't think Raven is even going to go for a rotate at this point. He's actually hitting up a lot of HP, and look at that. The smoke bug being used to perfection as it goes through the wall. If you happen to throw it on the floor, I mean that's how stuff now, right? Some prefabs are coming in, but that's not enough. There's not even a line of sight for the Zofia. He's eating up so many canisters. I don't think he's gonna find a frag. He will. A third goes down. He's not gonna find anymore. I thought he almost got that frag onto the Mozzie, but in fact it was the Mozzie instead with the pistol in hand. Daft takes none of it, and a pistol kill comes out from him onto the Zofia. Kira Esports walk away with round 1, and round 2 will be underway.
And what a round indeed from Akira Esports to begin things for themselves. Get the ball rolling, as they say, and boy, did they get it rolling in fashion. I mean, it could have been a little better. They could have avoided losing those 2 lives on the first floor to the IQ. That was invalid right there. But, you know, things happen as they were. And now we are going to be heading into the Blue and Sunrise, where Foxy looks like her prediction was just 1 round off, unfortunately. But we will be going into the infamous Blue Bar Sunrise Bar hold as Sleek Ninja goes for that visual mix-up that we all like to see out of the Nomad into the Nomad. Curiously enough, Iana is being brought in from the side of Lancer as well, an operator, along with Oryx from the Operation Void Edge. That was Season 1 of the Year 5. That is now, both of them, of course, are now available to play on Pro League. Unfortunately, Echo is not because of course, the glitch going around. It's definitely wild times, as they say. And as we load in to the match, we should have a round 2 up and running. There we go. Everyone's loaded in, everyone's happy, and we are up and running with the second round of this match on Coastline. Now, as we've sort of pointed out before, Coastline is one of those maps where there's not really much of an emphasis on hard breaching, so to speak. And with the Hibana ban in place from the side of Kira Esports, Daft, is he going to find it? Oh, straight right onto the drone with the Pez. That's a good shot from the Mozzie right here to catch one drone for himself, do a bit of counter intel and intel denial at the same time for the side of Zeus Sabers. But as we were saying, with the Hibana band coming out from the side of Kira Esports, it just it makes Coastline that little bit more frag heavy, where Hibana is a bit more versatile than the other hard breachers in Rainbow Six, and that's why in Coastline she can see a bit of use every now and again, especially on sites like, of course, Blue Bar, Sunrise Bar, on Hookah Lounge and Billiards Room. And with her off the board, it's just going to be soft breach and frag all over the place as shots are being tried all over the map to open up doors, barricades, and windows to get the drones up and running from the side of Z-Sabers so that they can find the roamers, the anchors, and all of the players of Kira Esports. And there we go. Raven's actually going to take of him off the board very quickly. That's the smoke down. Where even was he peeking? Was he peeking the Sunrise entryway door? I believe he was, because that was Raven's kill, of course. And lands it with a grenade toss onto Deathhammer is going to claim his life as well. Two very quick kills for the side of Z-Sabers onto Kira Esports has put Kira at a bit of a disadvantage. 5 versus 3 already, and we are barely at the 2-minute mark. Moss's drone is going to see where the Nomad is playing. He's going to go for a C4 play. Maybe. Yes, he should now. The C4 is out. The mark come in, and the kill is confirmed. That is Sleek Ninja off the board. Daft with a perfect use of the Mozzie's intel abilities, using the drone of the attackers against them. And unfortunately, the Nomad is the one to face that music. That is, of course, only one kill on the path to equalization against, Zeus Sabers on the man count right here. And, of course, the round count as well, as we've got soft breach happening on the second floor from the side of Zeus Sabers attack right now. And Kira Esports are going to have to use all of the angles, all of the intel that they can get, and all of their fragging potential to top use if they want to get away with this round as well on the defense. Joan is going to spot out Daft as Iana is going to go into one of her holograms down onto the main lobby. She doesn't know where the Jaeger's playing though, or does she? I think she may have seen somebody inside of Courtyard, but the default cam is going to be taken out, and that is going to alert the Jaeger, a Thurv playing inside a security room, to her presence. Thurv playing very close right now. He's depending on sound, of course, as there we go. He sees Diana. He's not going to go for the push. He will actually go for the push. And there we go. The unawares Diana is caught by a Thurv, and what a play from him. But Edaban is going to take a kill onto Daft in the meanwhile. And the Jaeger's going to go down from inside of Courtyard. That's the Zofi with the kill. It's all down to the Mozzie. No, it's down actually to catch the Wamai. I accidentally said Mozzie. But it is the Wamai in a 1v3 right now. There's the Zofi approaching him. He will take that kill. That is the diffuser dropped onto Easy Raven. That is a 1v2 right now. There's a Capita from behind him. Will he find him? No, he won't. The Capita is the one to win that gunfight, and a clutch is denied for Catched. Unfortunately, he was the one to be caught out inside of Sunrise Bar, and that is going to get the ball rolling from the side of Zeus Sabers, and round 2 goes to them. Right. So, Z-Sabers, round 2 on the board for themselves, and looks like the infamous blue bar is gonna have to be re-attempted from the side of Kira Esports. Nothing too surprising. Blue bar is one of those sites that is definitely slightly more difficult to hold than Kitchen or Hookah, but then again, with the Hibana Hard Breach ban in place, with the Blackbeard out of the way, it should be a little bit easier than normal. But then again, a little bit easier than normal does not mean it's easy at all. It is still pretty tough to hold down this site, especially with the way Zeus Sabers seems to have locked in to the way Kira Esports play this site. And that is what it looked like in the last round, mind you. But that is all, of course, subject to change as we continue to move on to the rounds here in Coastline.
Indeed, very well said. In fact, Blackjack will be going on to round 3 now. That is, really the Wamai. He could have gotten the clutch down, but he was essentially in a really bad spot. And more importantly, he did not have enough space to work around with. Kudos to Zeus Sabers. They had such an amazing work through around the map. Got to give them that. They got up very too early frags. In fact, it was maybe just them taking advantage of the aggression that Kira was bringing to them. But more importantly, it was the fact that Zeus Sabers had a very beautiful horizontal push while simultaneously establishing control on the southeast side of the entirety of the map. That was really beautifully well done, and love to see such plays, man. That Thermal will be making some holes up and above. Those are obviously the reconstruction being done for some lines of sight that he'll be likely to be using for some bamboozle plays, obviously, with the prismas that he's got, the alibi. Right, he's going to be holding down officers. That is sad. I'm almost, in fact, he not almost, he does blow up one of his own prismas. That is one less utility for the fight to work with. They got third spot somebody. Oh, could have converted that shot. What a pre-fire coming in from him. It was it a conversion that could have happened? I believe that. Yeah, still gonna go for this. Gonna find somebody here. He's gonna spot someone on the top white stairs, and that is obviously your alibi. And look at that, Iana comes in with a drop down onto a third. That damage being done on the Jaeger, though. He doesn't know, obviously, that the Jaeger's been down, and that's why the alibi is gonna come in for the help. And we'll make sure that the revive comes in, and there's cover for them as well. Look at that, Raptor is here. Excuse me. It's catched. It's just that I've seen Kira Esports bring Rattler out, and he plays for my always. So maybe it's just that, or maybe I just miss the guy playing. You know, that dude's an amazing player. But that'll be a tale for another day, as we'll be getting to this match in hand. Catch will be watching that angle. Look at this. Armor is gonna catch Adaban off guard. It was a hat stop that he went for. And that is still holding on Kitchen very perfectly, very well. But it only stands to see if they'll be able to gain advantage on that or not. Easy even will be very, very vigilant in terms of where he goes down to. But Iana's drone is going to come out. That's in fact, that's a decoy. Gets spotted out by the Vamai. It's a fight that he's got to pick in a 1 versus 1. A nade is being cooked, but it's not going to claim anything because it's the Vamai. He not only has his charges, but also has fallen back from formerly where he was playing on. I thought despite the reset, he's not got himself enough HP to work with, and will we see Cats lose the gunfight? Oh boy, that is not something you want happening. Raven with a beautiful shot, a headshot in fact, connecting straight up on the Vamai. Still got a good control being established from the side of Zeus Sabers, but we're seeing them go for the drone work. That means they know where these defenders are playing, and all that information is supposed to get converted. Lance is the right man to do it. He's the guy for the job. He's waiting for a possible bait and switch from his own teammates. Smokes and the firebolts from Capital are going off. Meanwhile, Avim is trying his level best to make sure. Oh boy, that wordplay. The Avim tries his level best. Only true fans know what I'm saying. Anyways, we'll be seeing Raven pick up a kill. Deathhammer is going to go down, and Avim will face the heat of the Zofia's gun, in fact, and Zofia will not be doing any more damage because Daft is here to shut him down. But oh boy, like I said, Lancer is the man to do it, and he will be in that power play position. Gets a frag onto the Jaeger and the finish up the Mozzie as well. Look at that beautiful cleanup from the Iana, and that secures Zeus Sabers another round. 2-1 is the scoreline as we are proceeding to round 4, the favor of set E.
Absolutely, 2-1 in the favor of Zeus Sabers in the early game, of course. That is fantastic against the tried and tested Kira Esports Blue and Sunrise hold. Looks like it's not working out. They're going to be going back to Hookah on round 4 right here. And mind you, as we see the 6-bit come out from Invalid out of the IQ into the Capital, we have been seeing the Iana be played consistently by Lancer, and the man has been doing some pretty good job with the clones. I say clones, they're more like moving holograms. Alibi 2.0? I don't know. There's a lot of things you could call Iana's ability, her main ability, but it is pretty useful. It's effectively infinite drones, if you will, across the entire round, especially if you manage to save your hologram from being shot. But coming to that point, of course, Lancer has been using it pretty well, you know, droning it out for himself or any push that his team is making and giving them intel, while I think saving up on a drone or a couple of drones for either himself or his teammates, which is pretty much Iana's main basic use, outside, of course, of the debate meme plays, as they say. And while those are fun, you know, those are much rarer to see than the standard use her hologram as a drone and get and execute in towards a particular area or site through done and dusted. And Zeus Sabers have been quick to use that, of course, and it's good to see that one of the new operators has found its way into at least one team's particular plan of action. That being said, round 4 is going to be underway, and it's pretty early in the game to say which team will be winning it outright, so it should be very interesting to see whether or not Kira Esports are able to equalize, because this is a side, Hookah, that they were able to win against Zeus Sabers. That was back in round 1. And although, of course, 2 rounds have been won by Z-Saber since it has been on Blue and Sunrise Bar, which is, of course, a much more difficult site, in my personal opinion, to hold than Hookah Bar. Hookah, the second floor site. So it should be interesting to see whether or not Z-Saber's newly found morale against Kira Esports on this map is going to give them a kill. And oh, okay, Lancer here with another grenade onto Avim. That's, I think, the second round, not in a row, but it's the second round where Lancer has begun things off with a grenade kill. And this time it is the Vigil of the board. Not even sure where the grenade kill came out of, but Diana is going to be spotted by the Jaeger. Yes, oh, he didn't know where the Jaeger went or how far he went. And Deathhammer using the zoom of the ACOG against Diana's gun. And that, of course, gives him the refrag on to Lancer. However, the drones have spotted him out in a main lobby, but the push onto him hasn't come out quite yet from the side of Zeddy. They're just getting more intel as they go. The Ash is going to make a boost onto the wall of VIP, giving all of Zeddy, at least the Nomad and the Ash who are in there, an angle towards the pink sofa area of Billiards here. Jaeger's going to be taking a bit of damage from the side of bedroom, and there we go. The down is in. The drones have confirmed that it is a down, and Sleek Ninja will be more than happy to confirm that kill for himself. Deathhammer goes down. That's another huge kill. A heavy roamer is gone. Edaben is pushing up the second floor hallway right now. He might just come face to face with the Mozzie if he peeks us a little bit more, but there's a smoke behind him. But no, he's looking the wrong way, as a Daft is the one to find that kill. A headshot onto Edaben, equalizing the man count once again. I thought it was a little bit damaged, mind you. He should be careful, a little bit careful at least, of the gunfights. He peeks, and oh, he's actually going to get a kill. That is Sleek Ninja of the board, going a little bit aggressive, and a shake of the head to finish things off as well. My man here with the Wamai sitting inside of Aquarium right now has got a shield to cover him, as well as Z-Sabers are suddenly in the deficit. Capital's firebolts are going to be coming out. Firebolts towards the smoke's location, but Athor was going to make his way away from where the Zofia was shooting. Ooh, he barely managed to escape Capital's gun as well, as the shot should be fired towards the repelling Capital right now, but the Zofia is here to go for another peek. Again, though, Mike takes a bit of damage, but he's not down yet. Athur was taking these fights one by one, and he should see the Zofia pushing up right here. But no, he's going to go for the run and get taken out instead. Less than 30 seconds remain on this push from the side of Z-Sabers. They have to go for the plant or the last 2 kills, as there we go. Easy Raven's going to be going for the plant, but there's a smoke grenade to deny him. And Adapt with the kill onto Invalid will make it a 1v2, all down to the Zofia. That's Easy Raven inside of Billiards room. He's trying to go for the plant. No, he's going to go in, but instead he's going to be caught out by the Mozzie. That's Daft from inside of Hookah once again to finish things off for the side of Kira Esports. Z-Sabers, they put up a good fight, but Kira Esports are going to get the round on round 4 on Hookah Lounge, equalizing the early round count at 2-2. We're on round 5, 2 rounds away from roll swap, and this match looks like it's going to be coming close indeed.
Definitely. In fact, a really good refrag game that was going on for both these teams until obviously it did come down to the victors being Kira Esports. Really well played by them. A perfect textbook defense and the way it is supposed to be done on Hookah. Going back to round 5 now, that is 2 rounds before the roll swap happens. Athar is going to come out with the Wamai once again. And Kitchen Service Entrance is going to be the side Cats goes on to Pulse, while Avim will be playing the smoke. Not sure. Somebody give Avim an ADS, man. Come on. He's coordinated quite a lot now, and more importantly, the man, despite having an amazing run this season, in fact, as I'll quickly have a look down my statistics booklet once again as I roll down the amount of frags that he's dropped. Let me just do that. Hold on. I don't want to let the audience keep wondering that. As I look at it, yeah, there we go. Man has got himself 44 kills this 2 weeks of the season. 2 weeks only, mind you. 2 weeks, 44 frags. I'm mounting to that. Deathhammer comes a little shy of that. He's around 41, I believe. So that's very close in terms of how both these players have been playing the smoke and the Jaeger. Deathhammer, though, has, just as his name suggests, has had a little more deaths. That does put his kill-death ratio a little farther than when Avim stands. Avim has got himself a kill-death ratio of 1.6, mind you. 1.6 kill-death ratio at this level of play is just amazing. Really good. Looks like Avim is having himself a really amazing season. And let's see if he'll be able to step that up. But looks like, at least as of now from the scoreboard, look at that. A 1-1-4. Not looking great. That's definitely not something I was expecting. But looks like Z-Sabers is trying to go for a rush plant, I believe. If God, But the setup looking like that. The Iana is here to bait and plant as well. Oh, yes, it is, I believe. It is indeed. Iana goes for the reverse plant. In fact, the pulse scanner does come out. That is not going to be enough because there's a cover from Enderman perfectly. He's going to drop 2 frags. But where's this push coming from? Deathhammer is going to find a frag. Not sure where that is. He's jumped outside. Oh boy. A 4 versus 2 all of a sudden. It's all under Deathhammer and the Legion and the Jaeger. In fact, Jaeger's got to find somebody before the Legion does, obviously. He's going to come in with a few pre-fires, but he's going to get taken out. Sleek Ninja is the one to confirm that kill. Jaeger comes in. He's going to get a frag. Deathhammer definitely bringing some death on board for the side of the attacker. He's going to find another one. Look at that cheeky angle being employed by him. But there's the Zofia coming up on him. He's going to claim that life, but that's not going to be enough. There's a Lancer from the other end. And once again, with the impactful play from the Iana, is going to award Zeus Sabres another round as we proceed to round 6. 3-2 in the favor of Zeus Sabres, at least at this point. It's been a to and fro. Let's see who turns out to be the victor towards the end.
Absolutely well played once again from the side of Zeus Sabres. This time with a bit of a rush plant and well played to Deathhammer as well. I believe the man got 4 kills towards the end of the round, and he very nearly could have had a clutch, but unfortunately had just no idea that there was an attacker pushing in from the side of Kitchen. Not enough intel from the intel device of the defenders, leaving him a little bit exposed. Of course, he was basically caught, as they say, as the saying goes, in between a rock and a hard place. So it's not a situation he could have gotten out of that, I don't think, easily, or in any particular fashion for that matter. That being said, we are going to be moving into round 6, the last round before the roll swap, which means Zeus Sabres will be heading into defense after the next 4-ish minutes, and Kira Esports will be heading into the attack as well. And that should be very interesting indeed, because right now, the way things are going, it's either going to be a 3-3 or a 4-2 in favor of Zeus Sabres, although I don't think Zeddy will be attempting to rush plant onto surface entrance this time, because that would be a little bit predictable, admittedly speaking, especially when it comes to competitive Rainbow Six. You want to avoid being predictable as much as you can, and right now, it's all down to whether or not Kira Esports are able to hold down this round, and whether or not Avim gets grenaded again. You know, I'm a little interested, you know, to see whether or not the man is going to catch a break, as he's made his way towards Sunrise Bar right now, and he's got a shield here to hold it down. It looks like he won't be getting grenaded just yet. He's going to survive for now. But again, the round is long and it ain't over yet. So we're going to keep our eyes out for that, because that would be, I think, the 3rd time he gets grenaded today. Again, not to make fun of any of the players, right? All of them are just as, all of them are, well, they have a lot of skill, they have a lot of talent, and they've worked hard to be where they are today. But, you know, it's just the fun things here and there. That's what makes casting and, of course, watching Rainbow Six games interesting for all of us here at the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. Not just here, of course, everywhere around the world, as Daft and Invalid are going to trade between each other. Invalid, of course, was the man trying to get the kill, and there was a run out as well. Not sure where that one came out of. May have been of Vim the Smoke, as Raven's going to find a third. In the meanwhile, that is going to put it a 4v3, and the situation looks like it is slowly going in the way of Zeus Sabres once again. Avim is making his way towards the hallway, and Pulse is going to spot one. That is Sleek Ninja the Nomad on the 2nd floor. He's looking for a potential C4 play, but breach charges are going off on the 2nd floor as well as the C4 comes up. But will it connect? No, it will not. Not any damage done either. All it has done is given away his position, as Battler is going ham. In the meanwhile, everybody is chiming in today as the smoke has covered his entryway on towards the stairs right now. And will he find Diana? Yes, he will. That is a good kill onto Lancer. He has been very influential this round from the terms of support and getting the frags when need be. And with him down, it's going to be a little bit harder for Zeus Sabres to pull this off. The Jaeger's going to find one more. That's the IQ. Yes, that is Edabend right there. But he's got support, and there we go. The shots come in from Sleek Ninja in the hallway. We'll take him out. That's the refrag onto Deathhammer, leaving Avim and Catch, the last ones remaining, against Sleek Ninja, Raven, and Edabend. Of course, Avim slowly pushing up theater, the same push that the Jaeger made. Will he be luckier than his friend? Yes, he will. He will find one. That's Cash, but will he be taken off the board? Not quite yet. The shotgun comes out, and he will win that against the Zofia, making it a 1 versus 1. He's going to throw a smoke just to cover himself as he goes with reload on the SMG, and it's all down to Sleek Ninja to clutch this out for his team. He's got the diffuser, and he's got to go for the plant right now as we are slowly approaching the 30-second mark, as Of course, Avim's friend catch, that is the pulse, did go down earlier. And no, he goes for the hatch drop. And that, unfortunately, was not the play. Sleek Ninja was in the right place at the right time, making Avim think that he had gone out the front door. Instead, he was hanging around exactly for that. And with that beautiful bait from Sleek Ninja the Nomad, that is going to give round 6 to the favor of Zeus Sabers, making it 4-2 going into round 7 roll swap.
Oh boy, that was one hell of a clutch that Avim could have pulled off, but Sleek Ninja was very sneaky. In fact, just like a ninja, he made Avim think that he was going outside, but no, a nice bait indeed coming out from the man. Now with the roll swap into place, Zeus Sabers have definitely taken the maximum advantage that they could while they were on attack. And since Coastline happens to be an attacker-favored map, is definitely something that we'll be seeing Kira Esports take the advantage of as well. 4-2 is indeed the score, and let's see if they'll be able to keep that up or not. Zeus Sabers are definitely taking this advantage marginally different. 2 rounds is a good lead in terms of how this match has been going so far. I believe this is the first differential lead in this heavy favor of the Zeus Sabers. We have seen quite the heavy frag emphasize defense come out from the side of Zeus Sabers, but more importantly, here's the thing. Zeus Sabers have been amazing in attack just in general. I've got to speak about this. Since Zeus Sabers has been playing this tournament, this entirety of the league, they've been amazing with what they've been doing. Zeus Sabers have been on point with their game, and it's amazing to watch them attack. They're so well coordinated, and I cannot commend them enough. You know, it's one of those few teams in the entire subcontinent that happens to be so consistent with what they do with their attacking side. You know, even if I go back to the statistics that I have right now, they have the maximum win rate while they are on attack. It does not matter what map they're playing. That is some amazing statistic, in fact. Meanwhile, we've got Invalid, though, which happens to be the top 5th MVP, as I quickly have to look on the man's KD ratio. He got himself amounted 40 kills, 39, I believe. 39. Yeah, 39 kills for the man. And on that, he's got a KD ratio of 1.0. That means kills somewhere happen to be a little bit the same. But Sleek Ninja is the one who's facing the heat right now of the attackers. The drones are spotting him as well. And this is probably a win where he doesn't want to go for the peak. He'll do that anyway. There's a Sophia right outside. It's only a matter of time until the Jaeger pulls out a frag or he goes down trying to pull one. He doesn't know there's essentially a crossfire, a cross box being established. He's boxed out of this little area that he's got to work with the counter of the blue bar until he gets pushed onto. We're still seeing him watch for any angles that are open. Snake comes in, and so will the frag. Really well played from the side of Kira Esports into draining that defender out of his position. Still got Invalid to worry about, though. The man is playing with the C4 in his pocket all the way onto offices. He's going to spot his Zofia, but he's going to miss his shots. Some pre-fires are coming in, but he's just going to fall back at least now. Meanwhile, Lancer on the side is going to find a frag on the catch. Not sure who that is. That's your IQ off the board. Still seeing Lancer wait for a possible heal coming in from the Doc. Etapan will be the one playing Doc. I'm not sure that is the right thing to do, Doc. I was about to speak about it. The fact that the entirety the hookah door is open. Yep. You don't do that. I mean, not at this level, Etapan. But still see Lancer pick out another frag despite the HP that he had for himself. Really well done. That does equalize the man count. And mind you, Invalid still has the C4. That's a lot of denial that he can use. But Invalid, Lancer, excuse me, is facing the heat of 3 of these attackers and the wrath of them, in fact. All of it is going to come down to the man. He's going to go for a quick rotate. He's not going to spot the buck. And the buck will be all the while more wiser to pick up that frag. Aweem walks away with that frag onto the smoke. He's still low on HP, though, mind you. That could have been a game, a frag fest that he could have won. But right now, he's not. Looks like Kira Esports is going to go for this hookah push as the Legion is trying to watch anybody creeping up the blue stage. Is going to get spotted out in a bad spot from the Zofia. A C4 is out, but that's not going to claim anything. After solo on HP, Invalid could even potentially make this clutch happen. Manasa proved to be very influential for his team. There's a buck down below, and there are 2 attackers right outside the hookah balcony that he's still got to find. We're seeing a possible rotation come up from him, or the Walton is what is going to give away his position. It won't. There's somebody right down the hatch, and that is a we once again standing up for Kira Esports here. Really well played by the buck. very influential plays, and just gonna get that last frag onto the Bandit. Round 8 will be underway as Kira Esports mount their journey back to bringing this equalizer. Let's see if round 8 is going to go in the favor of Kira, or will that go in the favor of Zeus Sabers? Chat, what are your predictions on that? Let us know in the chat, in the live chat right now, while Blackjack, what are your predictions?
Well, again, I've said this before. I don't still see this match going towards the overtime, unfortunately. Even if this it is 4-3 right now, we have seen this before, that 4-3, 4-4 scorelines tend to end up in like a 7-4 or a 7-5, and I'm more or less inclined towards that particular scoreline right now. I do think Kira Esports will be able to equalize on this round on second floor hookah. Although Zeus Sabers, they did put up a really good meaty fight. They just happened to lose on their gunfights. A little bit of a misplays here and there, especially Edaben on the dock. I believe he was going for the heal on to the smoke, who was sitting on the blue stairs, the cool vibe stairs, and unfortunately he got caught out from the door, the wide open sunrise door that he should have been a little bit more careful of, admittedly. Now, with all that being said and all that out of the way, the way the games tend to go when it comes to divisions 1 and 2 is when it's a 4-3 scoreline, you usually have an equalizer coming in, and if the trend is to be followed, as everybody says these days, then we might just have an equalizer coming in from Kira Esports on this very round. And Hookah Lounge, of course, is a site. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. That Kira managed to. How did I forget the word site? That's just my brain sometimes, dude. Anyway, it is a site that Zeus Sabers did lose on just now, and Kira Esports will definitely pick up on the changes that Zeus Sabers are making on the fly right here. In fact, bringing the meat in place of the dock to deny the drones. As Ovim gets taken out again early from Lancer again. What is happening between these two? Lancer, it looks like he's got a contract out for Ovim's head, and he's going to collect that bounty no matter what, every time he can. And Turv's here to get Sleek Ninja as well. That is the refrag onto the, not a refrag, but that is a kill confirmed and equalization on the man count from the side of Kira Esports. There's one in offices very close to the Legion, I believe, and the Raven's got to be careful as to where he plays right now. But that is, of course, invalid. Who is just watching the blue window, and the Legion gets spotted out. There we go. Unfortunately, so many pieces, but just not enough to work out for the side of Zeus Sabers right now. The Legion is down. That means the late game push is going to be easier for the side of ZE. I thought I was going to find one more. That's Lancer off the board, and that is now going to put Kira Esports very heavily in the lead. In fact, 4-2 in their favor. As is that an Ash holding a punch angle? It is, but she's of course prone, and the drone is going to spot Invalid making this push happen, and he will lose that fight to the Ash, unfortunately, as a Turv is going to get another kill for himself onto Invalid. He's got one more to go, but no. Caught throwing a flashbang. He's going to get taken out by Edaben the Mute, who's got it all to do right now. Takes out a drone midair. That's a good shot, but he's got to get those shots onto the heads of the attackers right now, because that is priority number 1. He still has the C4 in his pocket. He has an SMG-11 and a shotgun for close range. As so much utility is being dumped into its side from the side of Kira Esports, they want to get this round in their favor, but will they be able to peek from the hookah window comes in? But will the wallbang come in as well? Flashbangs are being thrown in, and there we go. The Mute goes for the peek, the ill-advised peek onto hookah door, and that is going to give Death Armor plenty of room for the kill. And that is going to secure Kira Esports round 8, and just like I predicted, the equalizer is in. Round 8 goes to them, and it is 4-4 in no one's favor on round 9.
Just like you. Oh, excuse me. For a second, the mic was not picking up my voice, but yeah. Just like you said, Blackjack, round 9 definitely will be underway with the equalizer coming in 4-4. Let's see if the differential though comes in or not. Zeus Sabers are definitely not looking great in terms of how their morale must be looking. And like I predicted, with the side swap coming in, it also gives all the while more room for the attackers to work with. And yeah, definitely also the fact that you can just chill out. You can just have yourselves some more strategies being employed when you're on the defense. But that is not something that we have seen Zeus Sabers bring out, at least not as of now. Let's see how that is going to turn out eventually. We'll be seeing some standard stuff being done. That is on the kitchen side. Zeus Sabers will not be bringing out some out of the way strategies. They're just doing standard stuff. I'm gonna have to be honest here, but it does not essentially mean that doing standard stuff is bad, but I mean, the situation right now, the desperation of them having to win this is definitely high. You don't want to walk away with a loss at not while you sit on the 5th spot. Here in Esports, I would say that they've got something to worry about, but not much. They sit on the 2nd spot. That means they are pretty much safe. I mean, definitely they're very hungry to go back to Division 1. But then again, Zeus Sabres has been that team that might not get the promotion, but they definitely do not want the relegation either. Zeus Sabres has indeed made their way from Division 3 to Division 2 themselves. So that's going to be something that they'll have to look out for. You know, nobody wants to go back to a lower division. That is for them. Promotion always looks good. We'll be seeing the bandit. Watch out for a drone coming in, and he's going to spot that drone and take it right out. Looks like there's a rappel game in play. I'm not sure. Invalid is watching that angle though. Anybody who's going to go for the rappel is going to get taken out unless it's the Zofia. That is Death Hammer. He's going on his drones. Not sure if he knows there's somebody thrown right below him. A mistake from him could be a kill for Invalid. Invalid not having enough lines of sight as Avim is going to find Atapan. Meanwhile, as he's just going to hit the wrong time. And Arthur is going to be the collector of that kill. In fact, Lancer once again stepping up for his team as Catch is going to shut down Raven. I'm not sure where these frags have come in, but they've definitely come in the favor of Kira Esports. Looks like they have had enough of roaming around. They finally want to focus on putting those rounds on board. And Kira Esports, if they happen to win this round, on the way this round looks like, definitely they might have that in the books already. That'll put them all the while more closer to match point. It'll be something that Zeus Sabres will have to work against so much. And Lancer is going to take the fall as well. It's all on the Sleek Ninja and a 1 versus 4. Man has got to find a quad kill in case he wants to make this clutch happen. He does hear somebody inside of the Cool Vibe stairs. He's going to spot at the IQ, I believe that is Catched. Will be watching this angle. More of a passive scale, but Athurb is the one who is making this push happen. Sleek Ninja, he's got to stay alive, at least not more than alive. Wallbang from Athurb is going to claim his life. And some amazing plays by Kira Esports here is going to put them closer to match point. 5-4 against Zeus Sabres. Oh, look at that wallbangs. Amazing gunplay on the man. AR4C coming alive. Like I said, round 10 will be underway in the favor of Kira Esports. They've definitely made a comeback from that 2-round deficit that they had. Round 10 is here.
Well, round 10, and looks like Kira Esports are going to be able to take the lead. And let's a quick look at the scoreboard, I believe, is in order as we move into this round. And, well, a fairly shared scoreboard from the side of Zeus Sabres, 9, 8, and 5-5 for Lancer, Raven, and Invalid. Of course, Sleek Ninja bringing in all the support that he can. In the meanwhile, Death Hammer is the only one in double digits so far. 12 to him, Athurb with 8 as well, bringing in some good hard support for the top fragger, doing some fragging himself as well. As right now, the way it looks, Kira Esports might be able to take this. Coastline, of course, is one of those maps which can swing very wildly in either team's favor. There's no real particular persuasion towards one side of the map, defense or offense, regardless, as we will be going back to second floor hookah from the looks of things from the side of Zeus Sabres. They are desperately looking for a round for themselves to equalize right now. Post roll stop so far, the 3 rounds that we've had, rounds 7, 8, and 9, Zeus Sabres have not won anything. As soon as Kira Esports went on the attack, it looks like Zeus Sabres have just lost all of their steam. And while we know that that's not true, of course, Kira Esports have just outplayed Zeus Sabres after switching roles. Zeus Sabres will definitely be looking to do better going forward from this point in this match. Because again, while maybe the promotion might not be in order from the side of ZE, they definitely don't want to get the demotion down to Division 3. That would be something absolutely terrible for them, and they definitely want to avoid that. And to avoid that, they have to win as many games of theirs that they have as possible on this last week, as many points as they can accumulate. However, Kira Esports is their first obstacle, and they have to win against them if they are to secure the victory right now. And again, it just comes down to the importance of this one match for Zeus Sabres more so than Kira, as there we go, concussion will stun on Lancer, and the buck from below is going to do a little bit. There we go. Avim's going to finally get his revenge on Lancer. Lancer has been finding his head throughout this entire match, but Easy Raven's going to find Death Hammer in the meanwhile, equalizing the man count in the favor of nobody. But now, The Raven has actually taken a bit of damage. That is a little bit, of course, not a whole lot. He's one bullet short of getting taken out. But again, one bullet short of full HP. That's what I actually meant to say. I mixed up my proverbs right there, but still, the man is just a little low, not too low. Drones are going to come in from the side of Kira Esports for their attacking friends to take advantage of the intel, and Invalid actually has a pretty good spot here, watching that entryway from Kitchen, and he might just find one and or two from Sunrise and inside of Kitchen. That's the flashbangs being thrown in from the Ash, as Sleek Ninja is here as well inside a blue bar. He might find another kill. Will he find the Ash? Ash is going for the push on the blue stairs. The Legion Mine gets heard out. Does it? Yes, it does, but not quite. Sleek Ninja is a little late to the party because the third found a Raven in the meanwhile. Sleek Ninja did refrag, but again, a little late to the party right there. Womai is going to go for a white peek right now on the hookah door. Shots are fired, but not going to find anybody and not going to get found himself. As of him, he's going to find Edeban in the meanwhile. Edeban, that is the Womai, who was going for that white peek. The Buck knows that there's somebody close to him, and he will find that kill onto the Jaeger, leaving only one defender alive, as that is Invalid. Avim's on a triple kill right now. Will he find his fourth, or will he be denied his 4K? Will the C4 come out from Bandit? No, not quite. He doesn't have the angle he needs, but he's still going to go for it. Will he find anybody? No, he won't. He doesn't do any damage at all, as it is all down to him. Invalid in a 1v3 clutch. There's the upside down repel on the hookah window, forcing him to go for a different peek, but no, Avim's right there on the cool vibe stairs to take him out, and that is going to give Kira Esports round 10 their fourth round in a row post role swap, and they are now, of course, on a match point. The score stands 6-4, and a match that looked like Zeusaber's bag was in it. Was in Zeusaber's bag, excuse me, is now very, very heavily in favor of Kira Esports. Round 11 is going to be in play, and these two rounds are very important for ZE. They need to win both of them to equalize and push for overtime, but will they be able to, or will it be Kira Esports for the first match of today?
Really nice round for the Buck though there. Avim definitely putting those kills on board. And more importantly, finding Lancer though were quite funny. They've had that rivalry going on for quite a while in this match. More specifically, that Avim has indeed made it up to 11 frags. On defense, he was 1-1-4. The man has picked up 10 frags while on attack. What? Alrighty then, Avim coming alive here, definitely. He's had himself quite the nice run, and last few rounds have been great for the man. See if he's going to keep that up or not, because now we're proceeding into the match point that is in the favor of Kira Esports, and this might as well be something that they walk away with. They could take this victory for themselves. Kira Esports have already gotten themselves the unbeatable win streak. Looks like that is what they're going for. They're trying to keep this win streak alive. Let's see if that is something they want to be doing or not. Valid comes up with the pulse plays that is going to be employed on the side of offices. And the reflex on UMP, not usually a sight that that is a whole lot favored, you know. I don't know. It's just that I find all the way more appealing. Not only UMP though. Then again, you can always argue who finds UMP appealing in the first place. But jokes apart. We'll be seeing him hold offices with the help of Lancer. Looks like they're bringing in some kind of a pocket strat, holding down offices all by themselves. Athar will be choosing this entry point for the Ash. That is, he's playing the entry fragger as role specifies. Quite interestingly, Athar is being put on entry fragging because I believe that was Abhi was playing that role. He just could not satisfy it enough, and that is why now Athar has to go down to it. But he's been doing amazingly well. Look at that. Athar is on 9 frags for himself, while Deathammer stays on top. Deathammer has had, indeed, except Rattler, of course, the highest fragging games for himself. Rattler went ham on one of those matches that was 18-9 score for the man. But Rattler on some days, he's just not feeling it. But meanwhile, Invalid is going to find a nice frag. That's going to be Deathammer shut down very early into the round. Zofia will not be available to do the fragging anymore, but that is also going to give all the while more advantage for Zeusabers to pick out from. The site is going to be Kitchen, mind you. Seeing some construction, reconstruction being done from the botcan. Looks like he's just looking for some information trade-off, while Cats will be watching the flank, and Invalid is going to claim the life of Avim. That is with the C4. The pulse comes alive, and Invalid, there's a reason why the man is indeed one of the highest fraggers for the entirety of Division 2. Comes up with some 200 IQ plays. He's going to spot at the Ash as well. Looks like he wants to go for the flank. It's only a matter of time till the Ash decides to turn around and fight that Pulse. Pulse will make his way up. He's not going to spot him, and Pulse and another kill. 3K for the Pulse so far. Every kill on board for the side of the defense has been from Invalid. It's going really good for them, at least for this round. And Kira Esports are starting to fall apart, mind you. Cats is going to notice what the Pulse is playing, and that is going to give him some information. Taft is the one who still got soft reach left for himself. That means he's doing what he's supposed to do. Invalid takes a few more shots for himself, because that's the IQ spotting him with the RED scanner. Taft making his way back. I believe he spotted the dog. No, he hasn't actually. He's going to have to move back, but he's going to find him eventually and pick that up. A frag very gladly. Raven goes down, but he's healed. Invalid back up before he did that. Very important note here for everybody who's watching, because Invalid, this could be the ace that he finds, because if Cats stand up, happen to meet the crosshairs of the Pulse, it just could be the game for the man. Let's see if that is going to be something that will happen or not. He does hear somebody creeping up on him. The IQ takes a lot of shots, and the headshot from him. Invalid comes up with the headshot on the Cats and the quad kill. The last frag is waiting for him, and yes, it will. Invalid, the ace from Zeus Sabres, is going to secure round 11 for them, and that does also give them a huge breather, as the match point was in the favor of Kira Esports. What a play from Invalid. What an ace. A rehost has been called, as we will be going right into that. We're going into a rehost just as Abim has had a disconnect. A 6-5 scoreline, and we'll be right back on the other end of this rehost, guys. Go anywhere. Rainbow Six Siege action awaits you. Site.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Zotabers and Kira Esports on the map of Clubhouse. We are here on round 12, back from the rehouse from the side of Kira, as the score line currently is very interesting indeed. 5-6, match point for Kira Esports. They sit one round away from victory, while the side of Zotabers sit one round away, from equalizing to overtime. Whether or not we will see overtime or will we see a victory for Kira Esports 7-5 remains to be seen. The answers to those questions, of course, will be revealed in pretty much the next 5 minutes as we see Invalid go for the 6-pick out of the dock into the Pulse. The man had the ace, of course, before the before the rehost happened. It looks like, actually, I just realized we're in a very interesting situation. The site is Penthouse and Penthouse and Theater. This is a site that we have not seen, I believe, at all in the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. Every single team has preferred to go hookah. They've preferred to go kitchen. They have preferred to go, in the instance of teams like Kira Esports and certain other teams, Blue and Sunrise Bar. But it is, right now, on your screens, second floor Penthouse and Theater, that Zotabers have opted to go for. A very unorthodox site indeed. And one which looks like they have a defensive strategy set up for themselves. Although it looks like it's a fairly familiar defensive strategy. Anybody who plays the site will be aware of course, the reinforcements on the theater walls, the opening on the line of sight here on the main triple wall of Penthouse, with more reinforcements inside of VIP and somebody holding it down from there. Looks like there's going to be alibi clones as well in that particular area, as more lines of sight are being opened by Lancer on the Goya with the TCSG as well. As this should be interesting. Kira Esports, I'm not sure how much of a surprise this will be to them. Maybe they were expecting it entirely. Maybe this has caught them by surprise. But whether or not this is a move that outsmarts them enough for Zotabers to take the victory remains to be seen. Jones come in from the opened bathroom hatch already, as the double window, the big window of sight has been opened up as well. Flashbangs are thrown by the Buck to counteract the ADS, and there we go. 2 flashbangs have taken the ADS out. He's opening up another line of sight for himself as the Jaeger, who was sitting right by the door of Penthouse, has moved his way back towards the site of Theater to Goyo, of course, for support. Wamai is out there in the hallway with the Goyo shield to himself on the 90 hallway, as another ADS is being burnt out. As there we go, there's the Buck with the long angle in towards the Red Hall of Fame, as the alibi is slowly being pushed. That Sleek Ninja here on VIP. The lots of utilities being thrown towards his direction, as the Wamai magnet that was here has been burned out as well. So definitely going to be a little bit of a chaotic round. The Pulse has dropped down below from the open hatch inside of bedroom, Penthouse that is, and he's going to be playing below, but the flashbang comes in. Sleek Ninja is flashed, and there we go. Deathhammer from below with the double Zofia impact will be taking the life of Sleek Ninja. I'm pretty sure no one was expecting that outside of Umar, of course, on the side of Kira Esports, but that is going to be a kill using the utility of Zofia on to the alibi, expending those impact grenades, as of course the Buck is there for soft breach if it is needed. And we've got a bullet hole peek here from the side of Edaben. He's got a nice angle, as we've got Invalid on the first floor. It is a 4 versus 5 right now. Zotabers have the man disadvantage, and Kira Esports will be very aware of that. Now, right now, Invalid inside the kitchen. Could he go for a run out? He could, but will he remains to be seen. We've got more utilities being thrown in, as there we go. The Red Hall has been secured from the side of Kira Esports, as is VIP, but the C4 comes in. Will it find the Ash? No, it won't. The Ash has gone away. Too late for the side of the Pulse, and all Invalid has done is reveal his location on the first floor. Edaben's taking a bit of damage, and the Goyo trying to lean on the shield will be taken out as well. Oh, what a shot from Avim onto Edaben as the plant is going down. And there goes the Wamai as well. It's all down to Invalid. The Pulse, I believe. He has found one. That's Deathhammer. But he's got to find 4 more. He's got to ace again to give his team a chance. And will he be able to? There's the Ash inside of VIP. Looks like that is going to be his first target. And no! A Thurv is going to be the one to take the headshot onto Invalid. And a post-Rios Kira Esports, they definitely were not bamboozled by the Penthouse pick from the side of Zotabers. Round 12 goes to them, and Kira Esports will be the victors here on Coastline, match 1 of day 5 of Division 2 in Season 3. And there we go, the green ice bug that has been there since the maintenance patch yesterday. Not sure what Bandit has been supplying his fellow teammates in Rainbow Six, but we'll probably find out sooner or later. But that being said, of course, that is going to do it for this first game between Zoosabers and Kira Esports. And curiously enough, this is the second-ish prediction, I believe, of mine that has come to fruition. I did predict that Kira Esports would be taking the lead onto match point against Zoosabers, and that happened. I had also said earlier in the way back when the game was just beginning that I don't see or didn't see this game going to overtime. And even when it came so close, unfortunately, Zoosabers were not able, to push for overtime. So it's a 2 for 2 for me. I'm going to take my cool guy glasses on. Actually, I don't have those. But, yep, we're going to be taking a short break before the next match between newcomers and the Peacemakers, which should be another very interesting one indeed. So more siege action coming your way on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.
It all comes down to Kanda and Blanky for that matter. As Cyber is going to go down as well. Kanda, the only one full on HP. Blanky goes down. He gets a double for himself. Nice play and win. A triple from Kanda. It's all down to Simplex to clutch it in a 1 versus 1. But Simplex is going to be inside deep arsenal bullets. But the smoke is not. The SMG 11 pushing up to him. Only 11 bullets left in his mag. He has to make this clutch happen, but he won't. Zoosabers definitely cutting that.
Defender is off the board, but a C4 comes in. Will it take him? No! A double kill from Rico Riso and Drizzle right there. Shakti will deny the diffuser, but he will see two. He will still get them, and he gets the Monty right here. The Mute is making things happen for his team. The C4 and the shotgun, that is, coming to life for the side of Z-Rush. He's in a 1v1 right now with Nikoriso, the Maverick, and he knows where he's pushing from. And the Maverick knows where Shakti is sitting. A great play by the Mute, but will he be able to convert on it and give themselves a round win? The Maverick's going to go for the flank, but he's baiting. But no, Shakti will see him. He will ace it right here for the side of Z-Rush.
And as many shots as he can, but there's only so much the Jaeger can do. And he can do a lot actually. Drizzle's going to get himself a double kill. That's a diffuser down as well. Drizzle making some plays happen. He's going to get a third. That's Yokari of the board. Winning a 1v1 in that angle with the Kali. Gets a 4. Drizzle with the quad kill coming in for the side of Zoosabers. Will he get the ace? He goes in for the pre-fire, but the prone B comes in from the Dokubi. Will he make some plays happen is the real question. Another charge goes out, but nothing to catch over here. Just going to move in right now. He does find the Maestro, and what a headshot connecting onto Cobra. Viper gets the first try, he gets the second. Does he get the third? He gets the third as well. Third is obliterating Never Diamonds right now. He's cutting them through. It's all down to Shulker and Mojo to keep things alive for themselves. Very influential operators for Never Diamonds. But that's a triple kill for Mike. It's all down to Cobra all of a sudden. He gets the frag onto the Thermite. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Not sure what the Thermite was doing, eating away the electric charges from the Bandit. Definitely in a very confused spot for that man, as Maestro does spot the twist drone coming close to him, and that is what is going to give away his position. Mike taking away 1 HP from the Maestro while he himself stays on 20. The Maestro cam goes out first. He's going to notice that, and that is it. A finisher from Never Diamonds. As what a play from them on this first half. 5-2. But he's not even going to focus on it. What are you doing, Seth? The planter is out in front of you. He gets that refrag in. It's all down to Bijay now. In a 1 versus 2 clutch moment, he's got to make this play happen. Gets the planter. That's at least somebody from Instant Esports is noticing where the planter is. It's all down to Sam in a 1 versus 1 now. He's got to make this clutch happen if he wants the advantage against Instant Esports. It's a SMG 11 versus the L8 coming in. The diffuse counter. Oh, he gets that. Bijay with the clutch coming in on a 1 versus 2. The Mute is going to put the equalizer on board for the side of Instant Esports. Notorious still playing very close to side. Poindex, alright, he's gonna tag up with Zofia, but nothing to do so far. Notorious, any time now to make this push happen. Poindex is gonna take down Envy. That's a push that was not expecting maybe. Notorious has to make this play happen. That's part of the oh boy! The C4 comes in, that's a diffuser drop, he gets the cover as well. Notorious playing on a very influential spot. He's gonna get the drop down. Does he get the capital? Yes, he does. Notorious once again coming in with the 1 versus 2 clutch essentially. Poindex made his way inside, but the pre-fires give away his position. He's still going to win that, and he's going to fall down to Poindex. Meanwhile, another drop happens. That is going to get taken out. Oh, is that an interrogation coming in? Yes, it is. Mighty is going to get one. He is going to get another. Notorious goes down. It's a triple kill for the Cabrera right now. And the interrogation is live for the defenders. The push comes in. Tsukushima Goat lighting up him. C4 does get spotted out by him. The audio cues are being given away. He's going to take that C4 away. But at what cost is a real question. A 1 versus 4 and the Cabrera is here to greet him with the silent step. And a 4 right now is not essentially much emphasis, but the black beam is already pushed in. The alibi does find one. That's Tsukushima Goat out of the way. He gets Rattler. Patamor is here to refrag onto him. Yes, he will. It's a 2 versus 2 right now. Remus force, if they do, it's only going to come down from Snow. Deathhammer still very, very patient. Does not do the Zotac. He gets the kill. A very nice one. That's a triple kill for Deathhammer so far. And the alibi. Actually, Snow is here to get that frag onto him. Deathhammer maneuvering himself back and he gets the frag. Kira Esports walk away with a quad kill. Starting off from this man. Now for Demon's Force and Quantum's even for that matter. Oh, look at that. Tsukushima Goat is going to claim the life of Aniket with that amazing C4 coming in from him, but the push from Laundry has happened. Beer is the one making that push, but he's going to lose that gunfight to Tsukushima Goat. It's alright, Poseidon. He's got to make some plays happen, but Tsukushima Goat once again proving the last suffix that he's got himself in the name, the Goat.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with ACT Fibernet, Zotac Gaming and Games The Shop. I'm your host Blackjack, joining you as my co-host Sam and Fox as we are here for the second game of the night in a bit of a twist. Newcomers versus the Peacemakers, but the map is definitely a new one we've only seen once before when it comes to the entire league so far, and that is Theme Park. Yeah, definitely something that comes out of the blue, as they say. And we should be moving into this match nice and quickly. We're already in the ban phase for that matter, and the first ban will be from the side of TPM since they are, of course, on the defense. They'll be banning the Thatcher, a standard ban when it comes to Theme Park, especially if you've played Theme Park on ranked. You know that Thatcher is an essential operator here, and taking him off the board will be a thorn for the side of the attackers. Newcomers, conversely, they are going to ban the Maverick, another piece of important hard breach tool, if you ask me. But then again, Maverick, maybe less so, of course, than a Hibana or a Thermite, and you could always use Soft Breach to take away the Kaid's Electric Claws or Bandit Batteries, along with an IQ in play, of course. So there's ways to play around these two bans, and speaking of Kaid, there we go. Very Clubhouse-esque bans right here. Wouldn't you agree, Foxy?
Definitely Blackjack, but a very Clubhouse ban. I have to be honest here because it does happen to be a map where hard breach happens to be a very important important, I would say, stability to where the map is played. And a clash ban comes out from the Peacemakers. Looks like there are some formidable clash players on the side of Newcomers. I can hear. As I was actually going to turn on my tube light. Just a second, I'll be right back. Yep.
All right. It's fine, Foxy. I will take over this particular situation. As we are, of course, done with the ban phase. The bans are Thatcher, Maverick, Kaid, and Clash. Very Clubhouse-esque, except for, of course, the last one. You don't really see a Clash ban when it comes to Division 2, 1, or 3 for that matter. But with that being said, let's have a quick look at, of course, the rosters in play from the side of newcomers on the attack. We've got Salty Satish, Adam, Lord Bane, Optica, and AMST, or AMST. I'm not really sure how to call him. And, of course, on the side of TPM on the defense, we've got Heathen, Spidey, Kick-Ass, The Flash, and Pyromaniac. Double 6-pick coming out from both teams as Lord Bane out of the Jackal into the IQ. And there was a Visual 6-pick in from the side of Pyromaniac as well. Kid Cash, what gun he's running, of course. With the Visual, there's always that little bit of a wild card option. That is the Boss G ACOG, of course. But again, it's a gun that you don't get to see in competitive, primarily because 2 shots with a long reload time in between, not very viable for a lot of people, and certainly that is understandable. Another gun that we haven't seen at all, for that matter, is, of course, the newly reworked... Is reworked the right option? I guess it is the right word here. The newly reworked ACS-12 for both Maestro and Alibi, which now fires slug bullet, excuse me. Slug shot, slug fire, slug... I went through 3 iterations of the same thing. But slug firing ACS-12, that does 59 damage. We have not seen that at all. I thought somebody would be bringing it out, but not yet. We're going to have to wait just a little bit longer from the looks of things for that gun to come out. Meanwhile, we've got the Nomad in play, of course, from Salty Satish. She's going to be going on this this little sub-roof here outside of the castle entrance, as it's called on the compass. Again, Theme Park, fairly new when it comes to competitive R6. You don't really see a whole lot of it being played, so seeing it be played at all is a bit of a treat. We got Optica retrieving his drone from, looks like Spawn. Didn't bother to move his drone at all. Either that or he did towards the door next to him. The entrance road, that is, and there we go. The window on control room is going to be opened up by the Thermite. But the site, of course, is first floor throne room from the looks of things. That is, of course, a site that a lot of people do tend to go to when it comes to this map, as throne room is a good defendable site. It requires hard breach from the side of attackers to have that extra little bit of leg room that you need when pushing a site. Otherwise, there's only 2 choke points you can get in from. Meanwhile, Spidey's going to find AMST, and that is the sledge of the board. That's a big piece of soft breach that has just been taken out by Spidey the Jaeger, and looks like that was inside of control room. The sledge from, excuse me, from the hatch drop must have been caught out by the Jaeger. not a very good situation for newcomers to be in. Of course, losing their sledge will mean they'll have a much harder time taking out the bandit batteries and getting their hard breach in. And Pyromaniac's gonna find one more. That's Lord Bane. That's the IQ. There you go. That has pretty much sealed the deal for the side of the attackers in terms of taking out the bandit batteries, because now without the IQ in play, it's going to be especially hard for them to find where those bandit batteries are without a breach charge in play. I'm not sure if Salty Satish is running one, because both the hard breachers are running flashbangs. C4 comes out, but it's not going to connect onto anybody for the time being. It was close to Adam, mind you, so he's got to be careful because there might be a defender right next to the yellow stairs next to him. Drone comes out, but that's a bait drone. Spy is going to find one more. That's Salty Satish off the board. And there you go. A map where hard breach is so essential is going to have only the hard breachers left alive on the attacking team. The Jaeger's here inside of initiation. He's got a thermite inside of control room to deal with. She's trying to wallbang him, but unfortunately, Spidey's in a position where the wallbang will not be connecting, especially with the way Optica is pre-firing it. He's going to go for the peak right now. The flashbangs come in, but Pyromaniac's going to find Adam. It's all down to the thermite, and he will be caught in the pre-fire from Spidey, as the Peacemakers get a flawless round off the back of their roamers. What a play from both the Vigil and the Jaeger, completely shutting down the entire team of newcomers, and not even and especially giving so much comfortability for their anchors inside the site, not letting them do any work, doing all the work themselves. Well played to the two roamers. Round one goes to TPM.
This is something that has been underrated quite a lot. You know, defense happens to be that site on theme park where you can take maximum advantage of, and that is exactly what we saw the Peacemakers do. Really amazing round coming in from them for that first round indeed. Putting it on board, a flawless in fact. So some amazing start in fact for them. We'll be seeing another 6-pick come out from the Mozzie onto the Vigil from the side of Pyromaniac, as the man himself has been maniacing. I'm gonna be honest here. He's served some nice round in the last round, especially. Let's see. I believe that was Kick-Ass. No, that was Spidey, the one with the Jaeger. He's gonna be on the Jaeger once again. Very interestingly, that's some very important frags, as I just could not catch the action on cam. There was so much scattering happening all around. But then again, that's only an excuse. I mean, these players are amazing. Let's see if we'll be seeing some more of that defensive action that we're getting to see on this map very heavily. And the Thatcher and the Maverick being banned, I don't see a mute being quite very interestingly, not from the side of TPM, as it looks like they will be relying a little bit more in terms of how they like to take these gunfights and put them straight up. But mind you, Lord Bane is still alive on the side of newcomers, though. You don't want to count him out. The man with the ADHD players, I'm going to have to say that, has some amazing gun skill on himself. See if he'll be converting that or not, as we see later in this round. AMS with the sledge. Hammer out first and get the hatch open first for his teammates. Some drones go out as well. Some will be the one joining him, as looks like we're seeing something of sorts of what happens on Cafe. A culmination of attackers on the top floor. In fact, everybody will be from this side. That is on towards the side of cafeteria, and not the side of cafeteria. That is going to be from the side of Cash. The top of Dragon Stairs. Pyromaniac. Oh, he's got an army of drones looking for him. He's going to get spotted out, but even by the IQ, Lord Bane, like I said, count him out. He's going to make sure that TPM remembers that they don't count him out. First strike comes in. That is from the IQ onto the Vigil. He'll still be watching that little hallway. In fact, the platform onto the yellow stairs, he's just going to drop that. There's no way you can go back up on it unless you have to go for the full rotate once again. Trying to find somebody who's playing offside. Looks like the head count has been traded off from the side of the drones that are going on side. There's only 3 defenders on site. That means there's got to be somebody at least offside. A little bit of a peek comes in from the bandit, but Lord Bane is all the while more wiser to just move towards the northwest corridor. Can spot the Valkyrie out and take her out. A really nice frag coming in. The flash goes down. Flash just not fast enough over there in that hallway. Not escape the IQ, but the Maestro gets hurt out as well. The 3 armor, mind you. Heathen does not take any shots, but meanwhile Spidey's here. I believe on a flank, he's gonna find a frag and fall right back. And Heathen comes in with an equalizer onto man count as well. This is a really nice frag indeed that is put on board from the side of the Peacemakers. Not only do they have successfully wasted a lot of time, but they also have gotten themselves equalized man count. Optica looking for this angle, but there's nobody to find Nautilus as of now. And the Maestro once again with that peak. Look at that. Ethan is going to get a drop, but Kikas is going to be the one to finish AMST off. It's all down to Atom and Optica. And now that I regret saying finish AMST off, we'll be seeing another frag coming from the Bandit. That's Optica taking off the board. The Thermite goes down. It's all under Hibana. She is not going to connect that shot. Hibana wins that. Adam versus 2 is left alive with only 20 seconds left. He's got stuns and his gun. That is all that he can do. Diffuser retrieval won't be something that he'll be going for because it's in a really bad spot. 10 seconds left and the heat is coming alive. He's not even going to find the first frag because that is Spidey once again with the Spidey plays. Going to get himself another frag on board. Really well played by the Jaeger once again on the second round contribution. And the Peacemakers put another round on board. 2-0 as we proceed to round 3.
Round 3 is on the board, and the Peacemakers looks like a theme park is going to be their map. At the very least, these first 2 rounds have been for sure, as the site selection was a little bit contested right there, but they are going to be going to first floor, lab, and storage. And this is a little bit interesting for myself as well, because theme park is a map that comes up quite frequently when it comes to ranked sets. And me and my friends, we have absolutely no idea what is the site to choose if you win a bunk and throne room back to back. And they'll definitely be taking a little bit of notes right here.
As much as you happen to fumble over your words a little, but actually that little line was the entirety of my ranked games in submission. You know, bank and throws, definitely.
Bank and throws.
Yeah.
Bank up map. We all remember and we all hate and love at the same time. But come back to the point I was making is the fact that Bunk and Throne Room are 2 sites that it's okay to win them. It's fairly simple to defend them. But then it comes to are we gonna go to the drug lab and storage, or are we gonna go to the second floor initiation room? I personally don't like initiation. It's a bit too close to the entryway from the east side of the not the east side, the south side of the map, the north side. Yeah, the south side of the map. Yep, that's the south or east. It is east. Yes, my directionals are all wrong today too. But yes, the east side of the map, you see this cash room entryway and the window here on the Dragon Stairs hallway. I feel like initiation is a bit too open and susceptible to these particular areas, especially the officer's room. But we've got Pyromaniac sitting inside of Cash Stash right now, and he's got a, I believe that's the IQ that's droning out there. And there we go. The Vigil has been spotted, ironically enough, and the ping is going to come in from the G8A1. But who will win? It is Pyromaniac on the K1A. Was going to take out Lord Bane, and that is a huge kill. Lord Bane is a very important player for the side of newcomers. We all know this, of course, from the tales of the man's conquests, to use a big word right there. And with him off the board, the IQ, the G8A1, and the RD scanner are going to be off the board as well. There we go. Salty City's Jonas is going to find the fact that there's the Vigil above Dragon Stairs, but is he going to find the operator and take him out? A Valkyrie Cam in the waiting room area is going to find the attacker in that particular area. Optica is pushing up towards Cash Task as well. They all want to find where this Vigil is, and there we go. Pyromaniac is going to go down to the gun of the Thermite. Optica gets a refrag in, but oh dear me, Spidey whiffing so many shots on the Nomad right there. Salty Cities gets away with just a little bit of life left on him, and he will take that kill happily for the side of newcomers. TPM are now in a bit of a spot. It is a 3v4, but Salty Cities is very low. Pretty much 1 bullet, and he's off the board. So they've got to be a little aware about that. The Pulse is going to hear out where the sledge is breaching the floor. The Nitro comes out from the Bandit, but it will not connect. Another Nitro comes out from the Pulse. Will he connect? Yes, he will. That's AMST off the board. That is the sledge down. He's done a little bit of hard breach, but not a whole lot, as now it looks like it's a push down yellow corridor in towards either bathroom or the joint corridor door of site. We've got Thermite going with a hard breach right here on the joint corridor double reinforcement wall on just by the main entryway of storage. As shots are being fired from inside a bathroom towards the bathroom push. That is Adam here. He's got a pulse to deal with. He's got Salty Sage for cover, who has just moved away as I speak about him. But there has been a hard breach done, and the pulse is trying to find where the Zamana is playing, but he's missing a few shots, mind you. Quite a few for that matter. He's got to be careful with how he places his bullets, because the UMP isn't exactly a great gun in these situations with a slow rate of fire. Salty Sage has been down, mind you, and Optic gets down as well. That is the flash with the kills right there, but the pulse will go down. The Hibana is still alive. He could still make this happen. It's a 1v2 right now for Adam. He does not even have the diffuser. It has been dropped, of course. He's got to go up against a Bandit and a Valkyrie. Free Fire's come in, but is he going to find anybody for that matter? Doesn't look like it. And there you go. The Picos that were made beforehand onto this single reinforcement wall inside of the lab is going to give the kill to the Flash. And that is round 3. A little bit more of a struggle, but round 3 still goes to the side of TPM.
A nice shot coming in from them. Once again, TPM definitely, they're putting their rounds on board, and more importantly, it is indeed a dire situation for them to make sure that they do. I don't need to reiterate the fact that the Peacemakers happen to be at the bottom of this entire division table right now. They have only 1 victory on board out of the 4 matches that they've played, and that is not a statistic you want to be taking ahead, because that is essentially ensuring yourselves a ticket back to Division 3. But it looks like TPM has brought guns alive, and more than that, some amazing strategies alive, and some crossfires that we got to see being established by them was amazing. By all that reconstruction and the breaches happening, TPM knew exactly what they're planning to go do as they go into this match here, and it's just been amazing to watch them do that. But coming back to the fact that this is indeed the finale week, that means the matches that you'll be seeing in this week will be the final matches of this 3. That just puts everything more stake, and we will be seeing Spidey put down some barbed wires, and once again they've had a full rotation of sites, and somehow they won Lab. Statistically speaking, Lab happens to be a site where you do not have a great success rate, you know. It's just on paper. I mean, I'm not saying that you cannot play lab and storage area as a drugs area, as some people like to call it. No, that is not a site that you usually want to go for. It's situation that comes up, but just like Jack said, it's a little uncomfortable site. Look at that. The entryway is so open with the window helping cutting off rotations as well. It's essentially a site that has far too many loopholes, I'll say. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to have to agree with that. But being said, we'll be seeing Lord Bane make his way inside. Looks like there's a pest that is bothering them. Mozzie's pest. Lord Bane is going to use his Ash Shots to take that off. Oh, he's going to take some turn fire, in fact, from Pyromaniac. And he's going to find the drone as well. The Ronnie comes into play, but there's another pest that will be helping Pyromaniac still hold strong. Spidey has got himself some bullet holes that he's watching. And there you go. Mozzie's going to get himself a nice drone. Pyromaniac, I'm not sure if he should be going on his drones right now. There's an Ash very close to him, mind you. That is indeed a security carry. That's Lawrence. Gonna spot the Ash, and he's not even worried about what they're trying to do. Ash has a breach charge for herself as Lord Bane evades a distraction. Ash with the breach charge, very, very strange. You're gonna go for some quick peeks, but he's not gonna find Pyromaniac, not yet. Spidey Mima is gonna find AMSC. Turns away at the wrong time, and look at that Lord Bane. Click on the head of Pyromaniac only before he loses so much HP, and Spidey is going to take the fall as well. It's a 4 versus 3, essentially a 3 versus 3, the way the HP on this Ash looks like. But let's see if he's going to be able to pick that up. We know for a fact how amazing of a fragger Lord Bane happens to be, and he might as well pick out some kills for himself because he's hearing something out. He's just having to face check this, and there's nobody that he'll find because everybody else is on site. Some Valkyrie cams are being employed from actually all 3 remaining defenders have C4 left. This could be very influential. In fact, Ethan is waiting for the right time to go for the Valkyrie cam. C4 being employed on the top floor with the Valkyrie cam. There we go. He brings up the C4, but that's...
Wait a minute. Ethan. That's not who you should be C4ing, my friend. Oh no. Oh, and he's gonna get taken out too. That's unfortunate. Adam's gonna take that kill. And it is all down to Kick-Ass in a 1 versus 4. What a play indeed from Heathen. The Valkyrie with the C4, and the kill should be confirmed any second now. The plant is coming off. Kick-Ass, he gets ahead of Adam, but that's just one. Is he gonna find the leg? How did he not see the leg of the attacker standing in the box as well? Lord Bane's gonna get away with that and get the kill as well. The Ash standing on the box, doesn't get spotted out by the bandit, and the kill is confirmed. Well then. Newcomers, yep, round 4 goes to them for sure. After some very interesting decisions from the side of TPM.
That was amazing. That is something I haven't had a good laugh in such a long time. Thank you, Ethan. I needed that. I definitely needed that, Ethan. Some amazing Valkyrie C4 plays that this is indeed I can definitely put my foot down, in fact, and say that I've seen a C4 quad kill, I've seen a C4 triple kill, I've seen a C4 double kill, I've seen a plant denial C4, but this C4 was indeed the best C4 of season 3.
I have to agree on that one, Foxy. I absolutely have to agree on that one. Oh, Heathen. Oh, Heathen. Absolutely. Fantastic. We're back on Throne Room from the side of the Peacemakers, of course. Their little run of victories has been interrupted, of course, by that victory for the side of Newcomers. But then again, that round could very well be a fluke, mind you, because, of course, of the way that TPM decided to play that round. And it's going to be interesting to see that going back to Throne Room, how Newcomers are going to push this site. Now, they're definitely going to try to have their... Oh, that's a pre-play C4 from Kick-Ass. All right, interesting from the Bandit right there. But again, come back to the point. Of course, they're going to have to try and keep their soft breach alive. At the very least, have grenades on board as well. As you can see, MST has his grenades. We've got plenty of flashbangers. Ash with breaching charges. Again, an interesting proposition from the side of Newcomers on the attack right now. You pretty much always see Ash with flashbangs to help her push that much easier. Excuse me. As it's going to be interesting to see how Lord Bane uses those breach charges. Of course, pretty much you can, I mean, the safe prediction right now would be that he's going to go upstairs, clear out the second floor, get the room clear done, any kills he needs to do, and then use the breach charges along with the Ashes breaching rounds on a Krem launcher to do a lot of soft breach on the floor. Meanwhile, Pyromaniac's gonna find a drone. That's the Mozzie doing some counter intel right there. That's pretty good for him, but he's got to be careful right now because there's another drone inside the bathroom. It knows at the fact that there's a pest that just came in there, but no, there's the Ash herself. That's Lord Bane. Pyromaniac's got to be careful. That's how he plays it. He's trying to make it rotate, but that's the wrong move. Caught unawares by Lord Bane, who was pushing up regardless of the Mozzie doing whatever he does in Vault. Gives away his position and gets the kill. That's a pretty big kill right there. Pyromaniac is on the board. That's one of the roamers. The other one, of course, is Spidey inside of control room. He will see the Sledge, who was just face checking here. That's checking in on the Jaeger, you know, hey, how's it going? As the wallbangs are coming in from Lord Bane as well, and the grenade is in as well. Ooh, Spidey's in a bit of a spot right now. There's 3 attackers trying to push him, and he's going to go for the white peak on the door. Will he get one? Yes, he will. That's Lord Bane of the board. That's a huge kill right there, but the wallbang's in from the other side, and he will be taken off from the other angle. He's just looking everywhere in the map, but not going to find where Optica's peeking him from, and that is the kill on to Spidey confirmed. Lord Bane, the only one to be taken off the board for the side of Newcomers right now, which means they're in a good position to be in going into the rest of this match. They have the Sledge on board. They've got grenades on board. The Bandit batteries don't stand a chance pretty much as the C4 came out from the side of, I believe that was the Flash. His C4 has been expended, but he did not connect onto anybody just yet. Ethan, he does still have a C4 in his hand, and he will be definitely more careful as to how he throws that this time around. But there we go. A hard breach from the Thermite. Looks like that was on the... Was that on the Elisir as well? I believe that was the same one that the hard breach was done onto last time, as we got the Flash going for the flank by the joint corridor. Will really be able to get that kill, of course, remains to be seen, because the drone, I believe, has spotted him out, and the Mu's got to be careful where he's playing or placing himself. His positioning has to be spot on. Default cam on Dragon is going to be taken up by AMST. He's, of course, overlooking the Dragon, the Gong door, the Dragon Stairs door. There's 2 call-outs for this one. But Will comes for the drop in. He's of course pushing slowly but steadily. TPM have got a bit of a situation on their hands, and what a connect right there from the mute. But then again, Heathen traded with AMST as well. The plant is coming off, but no, that was a bait plant to get the flanking mute, and that of course leaves Kickass once again in a clutch situation, 1 versus 2. Will he find where the Nomad is playing? He's gonna go for the nope. He wanted to go for the denial, but it is Adam covering the thermite very close indeed, and that is going to give yet another round to the side of newcomers. Round 5 goes to them, and looks like first floor throne did not quite go to the same plan that TPM had in place for themselves. 3-2 is the scoreline. Round 6 is the round, and we are of course 1 round away from the role swap.
Definitely 1 round away from the role swap indeed, and newcomers have definitely had some amazing comeback being made here. 2-3. They're taking maximum advantage of what they can while they can, in fact, because once they happen to go into defense, there's going to be an advantage that they'll straight up just walk over with. TPM losing their focus, they're not able to put rounds on board. Bungdaker is going to be the side that they'll be attempting to defend on. Armory does not work out for them. The throne room armory, in fact. We'll be seeing the Bungdaker defense come out once again, and that is going to be the flash. The Viper this time around. Heathen will be relieved of C4 duties. He'll be put on the Maestro. He'll be put on the Maestro. He's got the Evil Eyes to work with now. There's going to be all the while more insurance for the man to make sure that he is chilling out. So yeah, we will be seeing ourselves head into this round here. Obviously, before the role swap comes in, as the live chat actually had my attention for a while there. We'll be seeing Heathen drop down his Evil Eyes. Oh no, that's going to be a barbed wire. Cafe hold, not essentially something that we did see, not essentially something that we did see from newcomers come out. They did not bring out the cafe push. They brought out the cash push instead, but this time around, I believe that is, they've got 2 of their attackers converging in from the side of Cash. Lord Bane, obviously, he might as well be the one-man army that they need right now. But meanwhile, the other attackers will be making their way onto the side of Cafe. Thermite and the Sledge, in fact, I'm not sure if Thermite is the right operator to send here, because there's a proximity breach that you'll have to attempt to on this wall. And Ibana just would be, in general, a better option. Lord Bane, starting things off, is going to find a frag and get refrag right back from Spidey. Really good refrag coming in from the Jaeger, but he's already lost Pyromaniac very early into the round. And this has been something that when I personally have noticed when I'm casting the games from newcomers versus the Peacemakers, is the fact that these teams have early frags come in way too early. You know, the early refrag game happens way too early into the game, and suddenly the game goes to a stall point. There's nothing happening, and then it all comes down to towards the end of the match. You know, so much bloodbath. It's just an observation I have both of these teams, but let's see. Let's see if we will be seeing them pick up more rounds. But look at this wall bang coming in from the Hibana. I believe that was a nice shot that she came in with that from the hallway. You know, that was definitely a wall bang, but Flash is here to equalize things out. A C4 from downstairs comes into play. I'm not sure. That was the Valkyrie indeed. There you go. At least one of the Valkyries converting the C4s. Kickass will be watching this hallway still. He's got a C4 to work with as well, but except for Kickass, there's no more C4s to play. Adam making his way up to the main hallway. Optica is here in the yellow, owning the yellow stairs. He's going to be in that cafe, in fact. There's a Valkyrie camp that is definitely causing a lot of problems for the side of the attackers. Optica will be making his way in, and the breach has already happened as well. I did hear the breach go off, but I was not expecting it to be on this wall. That's a proximity breach that has happened, in fact. Plant is about to go down. Yes, it will. Perfect crossfire is being held by Salty Satish and Adam for a perfect cover that they need. And there you go. As I speak about, Salty Satish gets a frag, and so does Adam. It's all on the Kickass, but he's going to find a C4 kill first. Can he find 2 more attackers? There's one on the cafe, and the rotation comes right into place. He's going to spot out the Nomad. He's going to win that fight. Kickass, what an absolute amazing spray. It's all on a Salty Satish clutching this out for his team if he wants this victory. Take this to 3-3 and bring in the equalizer. Will that be all down to Kickass, who's going for the counter diffuse right now, who wants to make this a 4-2 for his favor. Goes in, gets on and off the plan. He's going to notice the Nomad come up, and he's going to lose that fight because Salty Satish on the Nomad is here. And newcomers put the equalizer on board before the role swap. 3-3 is the scoreline as we proceed to 7.
Round 7 roll swap is in play, and of course, newcomers with a brilliant play on towards the main breach on Bunk and Daycare, using the Thermite to a good extent and getting the plant off, of course, with brilliant cover. But then again, there is a bit of an argument to be made that that round could have swung in favor of TPM had Bandit decided to stick the counter defuse right there, because, of course, he almost had it down, mind you, right? He almost had the counter defuse cycle down. It was at its last fifth, I guess, if we were talking fractions right here. And with how much time there was between when he went again for the counter defuse, how much he had it down, and when the Nomad went in for the kill, I'm fairly certain he could have gotten it off without issue, but there was probably not enough intel, or at the very least, he heard a sound and that sort of spooked him off the diffuser, which could have been the situation. But again, it is speculation regardless. Only one factor is the fact that it could have gone in favor of TPM, but it didn't, and that is what is the situation right now. 3-3 is the scoreline, equalized in no one's favor. This match on Theme Park is definitely heating up nice and quickly from both these teams, as after this point, of course, newcomers are on the defense. They're on Throne Room once again, and Theme Park, as it is right now, this version of Theme Park, of course, is a little bit defender-sided in 2 sites, and the other 2 sites are, they're a little bit of hit and miss. There was a joke that I had in my head, but it just sounded too cringy, if you will. So yep. Yeah, nope.
Alright, so something that the stream did not get to hear now that my mic is unmuted. I'm sure most of the real gamers out there must have already guessed it. Is hit or miss. I guess they never miss. That is what I guess Blackjack was looking for, and yes. I'm glad.
I mean,
I'm glad I'm on the same cringe level as
So
it
that's
feels
the thing.
good,
It was in my head, right? And then you said it, but then your mic was muted on stream, so that particular moment isn't quite there. But there is a castle barricade here for Pyromaniac to contend with seamless transition, by the way, and he's gonna decide to go towards the games machine window. He's going to be arcade window. Yeah, arcade window. That's the call that I'm looking for. As there is a visual here on upper arcade, he might be seen. No, he hasn't quite been seen yet by the attackers out there on the cafe subroof. And nope, he's not been spotted at all. He's just, Lord Bane is just sitting here, absolutely uncontested. He's taking a little bit of damage, mind you, but not a whole lot. He's not going to have to be too careful than he normally would be. And as Jones come out from the side of TPM, they are definitely trying to find where these defenders are, where the roamers are. They have to get these kills, but they have to do it quickly and efficiently, expedite the process. There is a push on towards the control room as the flash is going to take a little bit of damage as the Hibana counter shots are coming in towards the waiting room. But there's, of course, the Vigil here. Spidey, it takes a bit of damage as well in the meanwhile. And Vigil will find one. That is a Pyromaniac off the board, but he'll be refragged onto by the Zofia. That's a couple of kills for both these teams right now. As more shots are going to be fired on the upstairs area. Optica's pinging the blue door for some reason. He suspects a push coming in from there, as the MST has got a bit of a situation on his hands as well. He's got to hold on with the mute, of course. That is Adam sitting inside of initiation. Looks like Adam's position has been given away. Maybe, maybe not. Do they know exactly where he is? They know he's in initiation. That is for sure. But there's a good angle here by MST. He will find another. No, he misses his shots. Unfortunate, as Zofia almost finds Adam as well. It's a game of almosts right now. Nearly there, but not quite for both these teams. In the meanwhile, Optica will find the gun of Flash and be taken out, and there goes the Jaeger as well. A quick couple of kills from Heathen, and the Flash drop into the kill feed and get the man count in their favor. The Atom nearly being taken out by Spidey right now. He has the diffuser. He's on the second floor as shots are being fired towards Salty Satish, the castle inside his sight from the hard breach through barrel room. Salty Satish has to be careful as 3 attackers are on fairly low HP, of course. They could be taken out with just a bullet, as there is a push in towards the blue door towards side as well. He's trying to fight it, but the UMP's got a pretty slow fire rate. He's got to be careful of that, as there we go, shots are fired. He's taking a little bit of damage right now. Everybody's taking damage, and the mute is here on the blue hatch, but Spidey's going to find one. The plant is still going down by Spidey, mind you, as Salty Satish is taking down Heathen in the meanwhile. There we go. The plant has come off. The diffuser is on, and it is inside of Throne Room behind the throne, which is very good cover for anyone who has experience retaking on this side. Kick-Ass finds the kill on Salty Satish, and that is, of course, going to leave Adam the last man standing. Will he find the long angle here? No, he won't. He'll be taken out, and that is the Flash claiming another kill for himself. Adam goes down, and that is going to give TPM, now on the attack, of course, on round 7, their first round on Throne Room.
It looks like TPM is not going to go down without a fight. 3-4 is the scoreline, and it is still in the favor of TPM, but not by a whole lot. So that does leave a lot more room for newcomers to make this comeback possible for them. Let's see if that's going to be a case or not as we proceed later. This round 8 will be underway as we will be seeing a 6-pick come in. Pyromaniac from the IQ is going to switch onto the Hibana. Interesting. One thing I did happen to notice is the fact that the way we are seeing newcomers take advantage of mute since both Pick and Thatcher are banned, that's good. That's good. That's a big brain movement, I would say. In fact, that is something that I did not see TPM take advantage of, and I can just applaud newcomers of doing that right now. We'll be seeing Salty Satish make his way upstairs. He's got the castle that he's just gonna make sure he gets some top floor barricades up. I'm actually concerned about where he's gonna put them up. Curious, actually, not concerned. We'll be seeing the castle barricades. They're channelizing this entire hallway. Actually, the way this castle barricades have worked along with those reinforcements put up on cache, that does essentially extend this hallway into like a little more room to work, you know. This entirety of the top floor initiation room site has now turned in a safe haven that the defenders can just chill out and hold on to. Look at that soft breeze being done on this soft wall as well. The rotation being made by them. The Jaeger and the Vigil being holding on top. Another castle barricade comes out. Make sure that nobody from Cafe gets any interesting ideas. On side, meanwhile, we'll be seeing Mute make sure that all those angles are opened up nice and easy. Ethan will be playing the Jackal this time around. A Spyromaniac will be here to join him that endeavor. Lord being playing very close to this, that he wants to find a frag, and more than that, he wants to find this early. And like a little bit of a pre-fire comes in. I think that he can convert. As of now, AMST will be playing above as well. But the Wizard is the first one that is going to be picking up fight. Maybe with the Sledge, I believe that is. Sledge is all the while more wiser. He knows exactly there's somebody waiting for him on the top of arcade stairs, but he's not going to peek, at least not now. He's going to get baited by a few drones. And the peek comes in from the Sledge, and he's going to lose that fight. Bane goes down, but the proximity charges are going off in distance. Seeing AMST still hold on top. He's taking a few shots himself. A little bit of a pre-fire comes in onto the break room, but none of that is going to connect. Salty Satish will be watching his cross angle that he needs to, that nobody's attacking the defender that is playing on the other side of the wall. Meanwhile, Pyromaniac does find that fraggle to AMST as I was talking about it. Castle looks away at the wrong time. Salty Satish, he's trying to find a frag. He's not trying to find anything as he gets shut down by the Zofia and the Jackal. And by the team being put on board for them. TPM, they might have had a little bit of a bumpy ride, you know, but they definitely have better teamwork and crossfires being established. That C4 does not even claim the exothermic charge. That means the exothermic charge will still go off, and a new entry point has been established for the attackers to walk in. Still seeing Adam move back. He's got a soft floor to take cover from, but that is not somewhere you would want to do exactly that. A nade comes out, not to connect to anything, and Optica is going to be blinded by the lights. In fact, that is a smoke. I just wanted to throw in a weekend reference of spray comes in. In fact, Optica is going to claim that life. That is the flash gone down, but the hatch drop has already happened. And there we go. The Jackal of Heathen comes in as the Peacemakers secure another round for themselves. Jokes apart, is the fact that except for that little C4 misplay, the Peacemakers have actually been playing really well. They sit on one round away from match point, and we might as well see them take that. Round 9 will be underway as newcomers just cannot make it happen despite being on the defense on Team Park.
Absolutely. Looks like, as I said before, back when TPM had taken 3 rounds in the defense earlier, that it looks to be a map that they have given a good deal of practicing in custom matches and whatnot. And that, of course, is showing here as the rounds that have gone in favor of newcomers have mostly been out the back of some pretty heavy mistakes from the side of TPM. Other than that, whenever the Peacemakers have been absolutely, on point with their plays, with their pushes, they have been able to secure the rounds back to back. Once again, double win on Throne Room. It's curious, actually. Throne Room, when we first came to this side back on round 1, TPM were on defense. They won that very comfortably indeed. And ever since then, every time we've gone back to Throne Room, it's been an attacker-sided victory. Every single time the hard breach has come off, and with the hard breach, the plant has come off, and with the plant, there's only 1 or 2 defenders alive in an unwinnable situation. They get caught out, and a round goes to the attacking team. Peacemakers and newcomers both have learned that lesson, of course, today. And newcomers are going to be going to second floor daycare and bunk on to this particular round, which is round 9. TPM sit 1 round away from match point, of course, and that is definitely going to be a situation that newcomers want to avoid. That is match point for TPM, as MST, he's trying to put his ADS down, and now he should be able to. There we go. The pillow was in the way. All he needed to do was just erase that pillow from existence, and the ADS comes in. He's got a little bit of a peek as well on this single unreinforced section of the quad reinforced wall of bunk. That's one of the features from Old Theme Park that has remained, of course, as he's going to put another ADS down on towards the break room. And we've already got a breach, an opening that is, onto the cash stash room. Cash stash, that's a tongue twister in of itself. The cash room by Zofia. That is Spidey right now. He's going to be pushing in. He's got a drone from one of his teammates in towards the offices as well. Coming in, no interruptions from any defenders quite yet. There is, I believe, a Valkyrie that is Salty Satish all the way inside of initiation. But that is the other side of the building compared to where the Zofia is. Of course, that information has been traded out to Spidey, and he'll be aware of that as the flash goes on his drone once again. Spidey's going to find AMST in the meanwhile. That is the Jaeger down, but Pyromaniac is going to get taken out by Salty Satish. The C4 comes in, but the shots are here from the Zofia. Salty Satish has to be careful as to where he's playing, and Spidey's pushing towards initiation. Another drone comes in, and there we go. The headshot connects, and a little bit of a godly knife right there from Spidey. Not quite sure why he went for that before the round has come even close to ending. But then again, decisions. We've got somebody playing very close to the vending machine. Oh, no, breaking the barbed wire was not the best decision right there from Spidey. Optica, the bandit, gets that kill instead of the Doc was playing by the vending machine of Yellow Stairs. As the underfloor grenade is coming in from the flash. Will he find anybody? No, he will not. That, I believe, is a hard floor right there. Yep, that is, in fact, a hard floor. And he was not aware of that factor. No, you learn something new every day. TPM, of course, are now equalized on the man count against newcomers, but the time is what they have to be careful of. As Kickass, he has the diffuser, but there's a Doc here on the yellow corridor to deal with. Initiation is also being held down pretty well as Heathen is trying to make his way up the yellow stairs right now. As Lord Bane's going to find the flash, the sledge was trying to go on the ledge of yellow stairs. Unfortunately, he was caught out by the MP5 with the ACOG. Doc is doing a pretty good hold right now on the yellow corridor. He's got a thermite inside a waiting room and a jackal on the yellow stairs to contend with, and he's currently focusing on that, but no, Kickass gets taken down by the Alda of the Maestro, and it's all down to Heathen in a 1v3. Will he be able to close this out? He's gonna go for it. He's got the smokes. He's gonna throw one in to deny a line of sight for the defenders, but the bandit comes in with the peek. He's gonna survive that. He's gonna go in for another peek. Lots of shots being whiffed by both teams right now. The Doc comes in for the peek, and he will be the one to win that as Lord Bane secures things for his team, of course. Newcomers are finally able to win a round over TPM on the attack, and that is round 9 on second floor bunk going to them, which of course means we'll be going into round 10. 5-4 is the scoreline, still in favor of the Peacemakers, but it's only a 1-round differential. That's not a whole lot, and both teams will be very much aware of that.
Coming back to round 10 over here. Looks like we've had quite the difference in terms of how the rounds have gone down to the last round as well. More importantly, that 3 versus 3 established very early into the round, and like I said, watching this crossfire equally well, newcomers making sure that they don't let TPM walk away with another round that will put them on match point. But now, newcomers definitely, they've shifted tides for themselves, and they stand 1 round away from winging in the equalizer, and that only means one thing, is the fact that you can still go to match point and take this match away. That started off in the favor of the Peacemakers. Let us see if that is going to be something that they'll be attempting to do, as the site now is going to be initiation. The offices. Very interesting. As this is a site I actually personally prefer a little bit more than drugs and storage lab. Let's see if that is going to pay off for them or not eventually. I will find that out as this round comes towards. And postman's being requested. Looks like nobody has them. Everybody's expended. There's no Jaeger has them. AMST will come up with a reinforcement. Make sure that. Oh, actually, there's an. I thought a double mirror, a black mirror up, a very standard, a very old trick that happens to be in the book of spawn peak from Lord Bane is underway. He's out of the camp. There's nobody spawned at that side, so there's no use of the dock obviously speaking over that. Because the attackers will be converging in from the side of Cafe. It looks like Lord Bane has realized that is exactly what is happening. So the man is so hungry for the kills. You look at that. He's a dock. He doesn't want to play side. Will walk away and go all the way on the side of bunk and watch the break room rappel in case any of the attackers rappel in. Finding a lot many drones that is also going to allow so much more room for the attackers or defenders to play with when it comes to late round pushing. I don't think he's noticed there's a Twitch right beside him, and yes, he doesn't. There's two attackers, in fact, right beside him. Pyromaniac takes a lot of shots before taking the knockdown. That is at least a frag on board. Lord Bane not being vigilant enough, and more than that, not playing a little on the back foot. That could have been an advantageous proven that he could have done that. Mira being very scared with that Twitch drone coming out. Definitely, even the Maestro is still into play, so that means there's all the while more pressure to it, and a trick being used for the Termite. Get this breach done. We'll be seeing Mira hold this angle down, though. That is converted so far. Pyromaniac has got himself the holographic on the F2. Searching, in fact, for any possible frag that he can claim with. IQ taking a few shots on the Salty Sati. Gonna move back and forth a little bit, making sure that he does not give away his position, and he does not expose his back. There's another drone coming up, and the Maestro has found himself a great spot to play with. Top of Dragon still being held by AMST Marty. He's there for the entirety of the round. Seeing a push coming from the IQ, and he's going to win that push. A really good push indeed. Whitey is going to be the one doing that. Pyromaniac finds another frag on the Salty City. All down to Optica, but he's putting a fight with the Zofia. He's going to lose that as well. It's all down to AMST now in a 1 versus 5 ace clutch situation. He's going to spot one and take him out. Pyromaniac goes down, and so does Spidey. Look at that gunplay from the carbine. He's going to find the Thermite, lights him up, but that's not the frag confirmed. The Jaeger could definitely do this if he finds those frags in the right moments at the right time, goes for the counter diffuse. But there's so many attackers converging on him. The push comes in from the Zofia, and that is it. The flash will be the one fastest to the diffuser, as the counter diffuse will not be possible from AMST. And that's another round being put on board for the attackers, and that's the match point the Peacemakers will take.
All right, TPM finally taking the match point. They have been in the lead for so long, for that matter, never letting newcomers take the lead, which has been their strongest suit so far on this match on a theme park. And this is definitely a game that they would want to win. Again, reiterating for all of our viewers at home, TPM stands all the way down at the bottom of Division 2 right now, especially off the back of not exactly a great couple of weeks that they've had, but if they manage to win this, they will have to win a few more at the very least to keep themselves alive in Division 2, not get demoted to Division 1. Of course, a little bit of, again, depends on the way the teams play around them, because of course the round differential is counted in as well to the overall standings of, say, a tied point situation. With that being said, it's just more statistical mumbo jumbo right there, and that of course is going to be saved for when the standings come out at the end of the season. And I get to say that right now because of course this week is the ending week, the finale week of Season 3 for WD Black Esports Club League of Rainbow Six Siege. We do still have 2 more seasons, and more action will be there from the side of this beautiful game that we love to play called Rainbow Six Siege. But as more time passes, more matches happen. It should be very exciting indeed. But we have to come back to this match right now, of course. The future is in the future. It's not quite set yet. And the present is where we have to be. Newcomers, they need to win 2 rounds. Rounds 11 and 12 to equalize with the Peacemakers. The Peacemakers, they only need to win 1 round. And that 1 round could be this one. We are, of course, back to First Floor Throne. A decision that is very tricky indeed from the side of newcomers, given the way that Throne Room has been played between both these teams right here. Again, for all of our viewers at home, Throne Room so far has been played a grand total of 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to count real quick. 6 times, including this round. And it has been won only once. Outside of this round, of course. 5 times before this, won only once by the defenders. That isn't exactly a great win-loss ratio for this particular side defender-wise, as Lord Bane is picking up a fight with the Flash. The Flash is very low on HP right now, and he'll be taken out by Lord Vayne. The Mozzie finds that kill, and that is a bit of a situation right now. The Flash, the IQ is gone. Lord Bane starting proceedings, and he will find another one. What a flick onto Spidey. That is a great kill as well. That is the Zofia of the board. That's a lot of soft breach that is gone from the side of the attacking team right now. But no, there's a Twitch here to refrag and confirm the kill. Actually, Heathen's the one who gets the kill. Twitch was the one to support, and Pyromaniac, along with the help of Heathen, will get that on board for themselves. But now it is a 3 versus 4, and only Lord Bane is the one to have bitten the bullet from the side of newcomers. That isn't exactly a great situation to be in, but with more than a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, this should be an exciting round indeed. Kickass is going to go, Kickass is the one who's on the thermite. He's going to go for the breach on the blue hatch, interestingly enough. Open up a line of sight, potentially a hatch drop as well for one operator, maybe two. But then again, that blue hatch drop is a bit of an ill-advised situation to be in. All right, the match has come to a complete standstill as Salty Satish looks like he's going to lose his C4, or at the very least have it pre-placed on the ceiling, just in case anybody happens to cross that particular direction. But he's not going to get his C4 back, and there we go. The Bandit is going to lose his batteries. Okay, the ADS is taken out as well, and the Thermite is going to breach the barrels wall of Throne Room, and that is the hard breach done and dusted. Now it is down to the way the Peacemakers play this. If they're able to make this hard breach count, if they're able to get this round on board for themselves, that is the victory. But they have to do it first in order to achieve that victory scoreline. Heathen with hard breach, soft breach on the top floor, on the floor of the second floor, of course, getting those vertical lines aside for himself to take out some defenders, some stray defenders here and there. A C4 comes out from Bandit, not going to connect onto anybody. He has been spotted on the other side of the throne right now, as there's no time at all for the attackers. They've got to go in for this, as, oh dear me, Pyromaniac takes down Heathen. That's not good. That is a team kill. Optica finds Kickass. It's all done to Twitch in a 1v4, and he'll be taken out by the Valkyrie, who goes prone right there. Salty Satish with the kill onto Pyro. And that is going to give newcomers one more round to stay alive. They win round 11. And a bit of a drop shot right there, something we haven't seen in a long time. From the side of newcomers, they win round 11. It is round 12. It is still match point for the side of Peacemakers. 6-5 is the scoreline, but now it is the game of ones. One round for newcomers to equalize and go for overtime. One round for the Peacemakers to win it all.
Indeed. Let's see who's going to take that one round, though. Going to match round 12 over here. Once again, Bunk and Taker is going to be the side that they'll be attempt to defend on. And I'm going to have to be honest, it did essentially come down to Lord Bane fragging his brains out, making sure that he gets maximum frags on board so that newcomers get another chance at staying alive, at keeping things going for the way. Let's see if Lord Bane will be able to convert that or not as we go into this round with a dock being put into play. The last time they went to the Bunk side, newcomers won that. That means the moment they win this round, we will be shooting ourselves into overtime. Let's see how that is going to work eventually, though. Atom comes in with a few, some standard stuff being done. He's making sure that there's enough rotations. And more than that, there's Atom here on the Maestro as well to help him out. Very interesting. There's Salty Satish here with the Valkyrie being brought on board. The black guys will definitely be by them. The Valkyrie has had quite the show, quite the run today, as the C4s have been a very crucial part in terms of how Team Park is played in general, and both of these teams have made the maximum utilization of that. Let's see going into the match on how things will turn out for them and how they won. He said, let's Salty Satish is just chilling around, just roaming, and is making sure that the entryways are secured for him, but he's gonna drop down he's gonna bring out a C4 anyway. I mean, despite seeing that there's an opening coming in onto the window, he's still gonna do that, and Heathen will quickly take out that C4 very obviously. I'm not sure what Salty Satish thought over there, seeing him play on top, and I believe that, oh, never mind, Lord Bane already starting things off. K-Cast takes the fall. That's your thermite, mind you, very important frag, and another one comes out. What a frag from the dock. He's going to find Spidey. Lord Bane has definitely been a boon. And a third! Lord Bane from the same angle picks up 3 free kills. This is exactly what I was talking about. Lord Bane has fragged his brains out, and AMSC is here to add a little insult to injury. It's all under Heathen in a 1 versus 5 now, who's got to ace clutch this. Oh boy. He's moving up with the ADS, but he's going to find that frag. Optica goes down. That's your bandit off the board. No match charge comes in. That means no aggression is allowed, but aggression will still come in from Lord Bane, and a quad kill comes in from the dock, and newcomers will take us to overtime. What a round from the dock there. Oh boy. Oh my god.
Well, I think everybody knows what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Overtime is here. And it is 6-6 equalized in no one's favor. These next 2 and/or 3 rounds are going to be very interesting indeed. Overtime on Theme Park. Boy, oh boy, this is something I never thought I'd get to say in the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege. Second floor bunk is going to be the site of choice again from the side of, I believe that's newcomers on the defense. And they, of course, having won this off the back of a brilliant quadra kill from Lord Bane, the Doc himself running around with that MP5. We all know the Doc plays, roaming on site, refusing to anchor, overhealing, doing all the things. And that is exactly what Lord Bane did, minus the overhealing, of course. He didn't need to overheal himself. But even then, he got all the kills he needed for his team and absolutely demolished the attack of the Peacemakers. Back on Bunk, Daycare has been a site that has pretty consistently worked out for the side of newcomers right now. And even when they were on the attack, I believe they did win Bunk once as well. That was round 6. Yes, they did. Just looked over my data right there. And yeah, newcomers seems to have this particular site on lock, which is very curious indeed. As on conversely, the Peacemakers had the site of Throne Room on lock. Again, in round 11 was on Throne Room, but newcomers have won that. So that, of course, brings Throne Room's win-loss ratio to 2-4 in the 6 times it's been played today. This is those little things you notice here and there when playing and or casting a game, as once again a line of sight has been made by the defenders on that fourth reinforceable area of the quadra reinforced wall in Daycare. Meanwhile, I believe that is somebody below. I'm not entirely sure who that is. Is that the Doc once again? No, the Doc is all the way out towards Cash Stash. Actually off his showers right now. But of course, that is very close. He's on the door right now. He's inside the Cash Stash. Just holding this off, doing Doc things all the way out, roaming, hoping to get some kills, of course, once again. Lord Bane, the man, has absolutely come alive for his team in this matchup, especially in that last round. He's actually made his way back towards Yellow Quarter right now, and there are a couple of drones inside of a cafe. That has spotted out the fact that the Doc is here. He's being very aggressive right now. He might just be peeked. There is a grenade coming in. Will it find him? No, it won't. Not any damage done either. There might be another grenade. No, the Slash is gone on his drone. The Flash is trying to find where this Doc is playing. He will see him. He might just pop another grenade. He will not, actually. I believe he did see the ADS. He's got help from the Thermite. And that is a flash. That flashes Lord Bane. He's a little caught up right now, but the ADS is going to catch the other two. And will he see the grenade be thrown in? No, he won't. He will barely get away. Actually, get away pretty comfortably from that grenade from the Flash and did quite a bit of damage to him. Conversely, will he find that kill, though? He's lit him up. But no, there's 3 attackers on Cafe Balcony right now. He's got to be careful. The Nomad Charge gets taken out as well. The Zofia concussive nade does not work. And Optica's here for support. That is the flash down. That is the diffuser drop. Lord Bane still going for the peak. He does not overheal himself, in fact. As of now, it's all down to the attackers, whether or not they're able to dislodge this Doc from inside of Cafe and get the diffuser, because they need that thing. And with the Doc watching, it's currently not exactly in a good position to take it off of his hands. But the Zofia will still go for it. Spidey takes a lot of damage and actually gets ran out on by Lord Bane. What a play from the man. He is absolutely unstoppable right now, and of course TPM are now in a very bad situation. It's a 3v5 that they have to play in, and against the way newcomers are playing Bunk and Daycare, it does not look like it's about to work out. And there we go, Lord Bane once again with another kill. That's a double for the man. He has absolutely demolished TPM once again. As C4 comes in, it will claim the life of Pyromaniac. It's all down to Kick as the Thermite below Yellow Stairs halfway up. Will he find the Bandit? Valkyrie, that's close to his left. He will find the Bandit though, and he's gonna go for the peek. The Valkyrie's gone prone. He will still find that kill. It's a double kill for Kick-Ass right now. He's going to go for the peek onto the dock, but that's an MP5 against a pistol. Will he win? No, he won't, obviously. And that is Lord Bane with yet another triple kill in a round for himself, for his team. And finally, it is definitely a situation that we see newcomers take the lead onto overtime. Overtime match point is there, 7-6 is the score line. And this match is definitely coming to a crescendo, and a grand one at that. Armory and Throne Room, is going to be selected from the side of TPM. We have a quick look at the scoreboard, and look at that, 18-9 for Lord Bane. The closest second to him is Optica, and then Adam and Salty Satish, 8-7-7. While on the side of TPM, 13 kills to Spidey, not bad for the man himself, 9 to the Flash and to Kick-Ass. Heathen and Pyromaniac have 7 each as well. A little bit more distributed when it comes to getting as many kills as possible for your team. But Lord Bane, 18 kills to 9 deaths overall in this match. Fantastic performance from the man.
All right, coming back to this round now, 7-6 is indeed the scoreline. Newcomers have snatched away the match point that was on TPM side, and looks like they are the ones who want to walk away with this victory here. Newcomers, though, mind you, they're not far away from the position that they stay on. Let me take a quick look at that as well. Newcomers, they sit on 6th spot. And now with Juicebers losing today's match, mind you, that was the first match that we got to witness against Kira Esports. That match was lost by Juicebers. So if Newcomers wins this, it puts them up on the leaderboard, and they will be saved from the relegation onto the Division 3. They're essentially just taking up the spot that Juicebers sits on right now. They lost, and if Newcomers wins, I love the way a league table works, you know. I love that. Essentially, you've got to be consistent every single point of the day, or else it's essentially just good night for you. We'll be seeing, obviously, but then again, do not forget the fact that there's another finale day coming up. A Pyromaniac is going to shut down the carry rocket of the Siren Newcomers, and a very, very important frag comes up. That is going to shake off some things for the defense here, definitely, because it does indeed hurt the morale of the players here. There's another drone getting spotted out by the Witcher. He's going for some pre-fires, but not going to connect anything. Pyromaniac is going to be inside the side of bunks. He does get spotted, and the drones will get taken away. Spidey is here to help him as well. That's obviously on the top of the arcade stairs, but the push from the IQ is happening. That is Optica. Jackal scans come out as well. Adam will be the one tracking him. But at least as of now, there's no kill conversions done so far. Salty Satish takes a lot too many shots. Sure, that came in from Optica. Still trying to find where that Witzel is playing, but he's not able to pin him down. And Pyromaniac has got himself a safe haven downstairs through the barrels and down below in that little room that he calls home. 5-4, not in the favor of Newcomers. Very, very evidently, you can see that. Seeing Pyromaniac hold this down, Spidey will be watching the hallway from the bathroom. A really nice angle. This could prove out to be very influential for them if they wish to. Even this time around, I hope he does not miss a C4. C4 comes out. He's not going to connect that, at least not on his teammate, as that does not connect with an enemy either. Spidey will be watching this bathroom angle once again. There's nothing that is connected for him so far. And from the looks of it, the way this match is going on, Pyromaniac is going to find another frag. That's Adam off the board. Coming back to what I was saying, from the looks of it, the way this match is going on, Optica is meanwhile going to find Spidey. That's a nice refrag. In fact, Pyromaniac will have to make sure he gets that frag on. Optica is creeping up on behind him right now. He doesn't know that. They're not looking at each other, but he is going to be the first one who finds him, and Pyromaniac gets that frag. I don't think Thermite knows that he's going to get on drone. He goes to the white peak, but he's already a dead Thermite that he's meeting here. Salty Satish making his way through the blue split. He's going to find Vigil any movement now. Yes, he will. The quad kill comes in from Pyromaniac on the side of the Peacemakers. And the man has definitely been fragging his brains out, just like Lord Bane is. And what a round indeed. That is going to take us to maximum overtime. Maximum rounds. Round 15 is underway.
Your Discord's muted.
There you go. I just unmuted myself.
Yes, thank you for that. And what a play that we just saw from Pyromaniac, the visual. He's put himself up on the double digits as well. 11 kills to the man. And that, of course, means, ladies and gentlemen, we are on a round 15. 7-7 is the scoreline, and this is it. This is the final round. This is where it has all boiled down to. Every single kill, every single grenade and flashbang and ADS of this entire match has boiled down to this one round. These next 4 minutes is all it's going to take to decide who's going to win Theme Park here on the W Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege Day 5 Division 2 in Season 3. We had the safely come out from Lord Bane into the vigil out of the alibi. And it is first, no, actually, is it first floor throne room again? Yes, it is from the side of the defense right here. Of course, throne room, it's definitely interesting as a site. It's had its ups and downs for both teams as we move into the maximum overtime round from both these teams. TPM on the attack, of course, have to be careful because their attack history in the last 4 rounds, discounting, of course, the previous overtime round, has not been the greatest. They have been taken to town by newcomers in 3 rounds back-to-back, for that matter, especially by Lord Bane, mind you. The man who was playing the Doc, he's switched. The Doc is, in fact, has been taken up by Adam this time around, as the Ella is going to put down a shield on towards the throne room reinforced wall of barrels, just to protect him from the bandit, from the push in from the blue door. But looks like that shield is impeding on the bandit's face, and he's gonna have to put that a little bit farther out. There we go. The yellow's gonna do it, and the Optica is going to get that that bandit battery in. I guess it's less, of course, of tricking the barrel's wall, more like Bandit having the security to be able to put his bandit batteries there without fear of being taken out by bullets. Lord Bane, in the meanwhile, he looks like he's going to be going for a fight inside of storage and or the bathrooms of first floor any second now. There's an attacker outside of the bathroom window, one outside of the storage window as well, as this could be a situation he might have, which would result in a pretty big set of kills or his own life being taken. The drone has spotted the visual right here inside the storage right now, but Hibana goes for the vault in and will be taken out. That is Pyromaniac off the board. That's a hard breacher down for the side of the attack. Spidey's taking a bit of damage as well. There's a push in for the bathroom, and Lord Bane right now, he's taking a fight on 2 sides. Will he be able to? He's going to go with a peek on the bathroom. Will he win that fight? He's got an angle, but the drone's going to spot him out. Grenade's going to come in, but it's not going to connect, and more shots are being exchanged, but no, the sledge goes down as well, as does the Nomad. Lord Bane, what are you doing? He's throwing completely, cutting through the the TPM's attack right now. I know I accidentally said throwing right there, excuse me for that, but the man is basically throwing knives and connecting, if you will, onto the attackers, and that has completely turned the tables upside down for TPM. And again, he's gonna connect onto the Zofia, and the last kill is confirmed as well. Did he ace right there? Was that Lord Bane's ace? Indeed. Indeed it was. The man, the myth, the legend, Lord Bane. What a play from the man. He truly is the lord of this match. And a theme park, of course, with off the back of that amazing play, goes to the side of newcomers. What a play from the man. 23 kills to 10 deaths. Take a bow, Lord Bane, and everybody. Man, just a salute. Just a salute for Lord Bane. He has been absolutely fantastic for his team on the dock, on the vigil. This is pretty much his match. Just hands down, saying it right now, this match on Theme Park has been his game. Hands down. But with that being said, of course, that is going to do it for the second game of the night. That is on Theme Park, Newcomers versus the Peacemakers. And after a very, very large roller coaster of a ride, it is going to be Newcomers taking the cake 8-7 on maximum overtime. With that being said, both of us are going to be taking a little bit of a break right here. Myself, Blackjack, and of course, my co-caster, Foxy. And we'll be back with the remaining 2 games of the night. That is Phoenix versus the Peacemakers. Peacemakers get another shot at games once again against Phoenix this time. And Vector Sports versus Virtual 5. That's a match that is going to be very exciting as well. So stay tuned for that. More Siege action coming your way on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.